Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. The whole gang's back, and we're gonna be deep diving into IU, which I'm very excited to check out. Obviously, I'm here with my two co-hosts, Alex and Therese. How you guys doing?
Great.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
Feels good. Feels good.
Feeling good.
We took a little time off. You know, we had some fun. If you checked out the solo streams for both Alex and Therese, and then I did a stream on Saturday, so you got all of us individually, which is very fun. So pretty stoked about this one. We're finally jumping into IU tonight, a highly requested, highly anticipated one. So I'm really pumped about this.
And this is finally like a new group slash soloist after BTS month, which did take like all month.
Yeah.
Entire month, yeah.
I think this is actually our first soloist deep dive as well.
Oh, what a good one.
Other than well, we did do Alexa and Somi, but as far as like
Their own
multi-series, like full, multiple parts kind of things, IU I think is a good one to start with.
Yeah. So if you're new to the channel or if you just entered through BTS month, generally we don't spend a whole month diving into people as much as we'd like to. There's just too many artists. We usually only take like a couple of days, and we kind of just do our research on the spot. Like I know before I had a Bible that I was referencing, but in this case, like we're just gonna be using Wikipedia and like our internet resources as well as you guys, because we know fans know.
Wait, there's no IU Bible yet? Man.
I'm sure there is, but it's probably in Korean, and I still can't read Korean.
Oh, damn.
God.
We need an
What's
IU
up,
Bible.
everybody in chat? K-pop music love, Gunky, what's up? Sarah, Gondo, Asian Boy Wonder, Lady J, Kaylee, hello.
Hey, let's go. The squad's
Thanks
here.
for hanging out.
Yeah.
Gang's all here.
Gang's all here. We love it.
So excited. And the reason we're choosing to get into IU next mostly is because her concert's coming up. And I'm going. Did you guys get tickets? Are you going as well?
Nope.
I'm still undecided.
Oh, God.
It is going to be a possible last-minute decision for me. Just because there are too many concerts right now, and I can't afford all the concerts.
And I have been keeping an eye on tickets because I was one of the ticket day scramblers that got overpriced StubHub tickets when I failed the scramble. And I've been checking. I've been like, am I gonna go under? Like, are the tickets worth less than they were? They're not. They're like twice the price of what I paid now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty. I mean, I'm happy. I know you guys are.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't waste my money.
I'm just upset if I do like IU and then I'm gonna have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to see IU.
Well,
you can get I checked a couple days ago. If you're looking for single tickets, you can get some decently priced ones.
Okay.
That's good. I do have a little countdown on my phone.
Oh.
7 days, 5 hours, 26 minutes.
Soon.
Wow. Ayo. Let's go.
I'm so excited.
Super pumped.
They've dropped to half in Chicago. Oh my gosh.
Woo. All right, if you live near Chicago,
go
scoop them up. But
wow.
I'm excited. Oh, Therese, go ahead.
Oh, last thing is fair warning that it's probably going to be storming outside of my window, but it's fine. It's just Florida. What were you gonna say, Brent?
It's just Florida. No, I was just gonna say I'm pretty pumped. I feel like obviously it was an exciting BTS month. Again, if you joined us for BTS month, God bless you. You guys are awesome. But I'm very excited to get into somebody new. I feel like I felt like Groundhog Day, and that's no offense to BTS. I love their stuff. Excited to get into more of their music, but excited to do something new, and something fresh. And I feel like IU has been again on a high priority list, so I feel like we gotta do her justice. She's the queen, so.
Yeah, and these are all, as you probably know, Brandon's very first honest reactions to pretty much all of the IU discography. We do have some other BTS related songs just because they've done collabs. But Yeah, we're gonna try to keep those under wraps so Brandon's surprised, guys.
I'm
All he
excited.
knows is that they've collaborated.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's a wealth of my knowledge. I guess for you guys, how much? I mean, I imagine. Well, Therese is going to see IU, so I imagine Therese is very familiar with IU's discography. Alex, where do you land?
A casual IU listener.
Okay.
Very casual. Like I know the title tracks. I've listened to some albums here and there. Handful of songs on my playlist, but I definitely don't know a lot of deep cuts. I
Okay.
feel like I've seen a lot of live stages from her, and I've seen a lot of her palette clips, which is like a show that she does, and like covers she does of other groups and stuff. So
Oh.
as far as like the official songs, I think like title tracks I'm pretty good on, and then everything else is a little hit or miss.
Okay. Well, very
That's
cool.
fair.
If you know more about IU than we do, either let us know in chat or let us know in the comments, and you'll join us. I think we are planning to do part 2 on Thursday instead of Wednesday this week. We had a little bit of a scheduling
Yeah, I had
conflict.
to move things around.
So, very excited, very excited. So, obviously, we're going to get into the first one, which looks to be Boo is the first song we have here. And this
Yeah,
was her debut.
I know IU. I've been a fan of IU mostly through dramas. So like the first thing I know from IU was Dream High, my favorite K-drama that I love to pitch to people. I'm not super familiar with these first few tracks. If anyone can give us some extra context.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Well, let's get into Boo then. Find out.
Think about it. Chicky chick. Boo boo boo.
Music video quality.
I know,
It's taking
right?
me back.
Did they green screen her on?
Yeah, it definitely looks like well, because she's in the background running.
Hella green screen.
You, my boy, you are my boo. 하나만 물어보고 싶어. 내 맘과 네 맘이 같다면 지금부터 나를 불러줘. 난 너만 사랑하고 봐.
Interesting. I like how they shot the music video. That was really cool.
It was cute.
All right. That's our first IU song, Boo. If you're just joining us tonight, thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Really sick.
So I was trying to like look up this particular song because I think her debut album was Lost Child, which is actually the next song. But I don't know, this was uploaded before Lost Child, so I don't know if that was kind of like backlogging into the discography that wasn't on YouTube yet. I don't know. But
Wow.
if I got it out of order, let me know.
It's all right. Doing great, Therese. I guess I'll go first.
Well, I think this is from the. This ended up being.
Oh, Alex? Is it Alex? Lagged?
Uh,
Okay.
Am I gone?
No, you're here.
You're here.
Say what you have to say.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know if that was me. Our connection was like wonky the whole time I'm watching that, but I was just gonna say that album is off of, or that song's off of her album, debut album, Growing Up, along with Lost Child.
Ah, okay.
Oh, so maybe Lost Child is just her debut EP. I don't know. Because I'm on the IU discography page of Wikipedia, and it says singer debuted with Lost Child in 2008, which was released as the lead single for her debut EP. Apparently the single and the EP failed to enter the charts until 2012, and were considered a failure.
Wow.
The singer's first studio album, Growing Up, was released in 2009, and this was one of those. So I don't know. I don't know which one came first. This article is making it sound like Growing Up with Boo came after Lost Child.
Well, if we have it wrong, let us know. It does. Well, nothing we can do now. Sorry, already in the playlist, but
yeah. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference watching them out of order.
I don't think so. But I thought this was, I know typically, because this came out in 13 years ago. Wow, holy shit. It's a long time ago.
Actually, I think technically before that.
Yeah, so this must be the YouTube backlog of uploading her discography, because this originally, like, this song came out in 2009.
Oh my
is
god.
What this article is saying.
Oh, so this music video is older than what YouTube is saying.
Probably.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna
or
just
older
go...
than what one the K was using, you know?
Correct.
They didn't always, upload.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go off the basis that it was 2009, so I retract my statement.
Yeah.
This actually came out in 2009, which actually I think it makes it it more older.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Cookie.
But I thought this was really solid. Actually, I was very surprised that because in our Discord we kind of got a little bit we got a little information about IU, and I didn't think this was as I think the song aged pretty well, arguably. Obviously, I think you can tell it's from like the 2009-ish era, but I don't think it's bad. I like the melodies. I think the way that they kind of like stacked out her vocals was really nice, considering she's a soloist and obviously it's just her voice. But I think the way that they kind of sprinkled it in throughout, and they had moments where she was able to kind of like shine and, you know, obviously do what she does well. But then on top of that, having moments where she's able to kind of have a little bit more of a build out vocally, I thought it was really nice. As well as that, I think the instrumentation was really fun. I really liked the bass work in this song. The bass work was really fun. I kept this song like lively. But a lot of the like instrumentation, I think it was like a lot of synths and stuff. The way that they kind of layered those as well too, I think kind of keeps the song interesting. But I think probably the most interesting part about this song / music video was the way that the storyline went. Like, I think it was just her like if I've got this correct, it's like her basically I guess, quote unquote, like messing up something, but then is able to like go back in time and fix something that had happened in like the previous thing, and it just kind of kept cycling around until eventually at the end she's like with that dude, and she's like, oh yeah, we're back, we're good, you know what I mean? So
Like it doesn't matter if you mess up or
doesn't matter if you mess up, you know, it's the end product. So it is a story about her boo, correct? So I thought this was very well done. I will again give a shout outs to like 4080p like quality. That's the only thing. I wish they would remaster IU, you know, but it's the only caveat to that. Otherwise, enjoyed it.
I think that the song's a little it's a product of that era of K-pop, I guess. I don't know. It's hard like listening to IU's more recent catalog and like more
Okay.
modern catalog, and I think
Sure.
like listening back to songs like this that I haven't heard in a really long time. I don't find that it's a bad song, or there's nothing that I can really pick out that I don't enjoy about it. I just don't feel like it really has that like IU magic or that like IU sparkle that a lot
Okay.
of her
Oh.
more recent stuff, not even recent, but like stuff later in her career, I think definitely like has a really unique character to it. So I don't know. This song is fine, I think, for a debut. I think I saw somebody mention in the comments that kind of company didn't know what they were really wanting to do with her. She had like a little bit of a rough start, like getting a company and all that kind of stuff, and the music video is a little rough. One of the funny things that about this video is if you go by it frame by frame, it's really funny. It is very poorly edited together.
Well, it was
Very poorly.
2009, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't hold
which
it
is
against
like,
them.
you know,
I'll give him a
yeah,
pass. Yeah,
can't hurt. Yeah, it's funny regardless.
sure.
There's just like parts where you can go like one frame to the next, and like there's just it goes from having no shadows to like full shadows, and there are people that kind of like poof in and out of scenes because of the match cuts aren't
Yeah.
matched properly, or like the green screens aren't like transitioned properly. It's really funny. Not to, you know, like you guys said, 2009, not a big deal, kind of funny, but just interesting if you have a couple minutes of free time and want to see some really funny cuts.
There was no IU magic in those early music videos, you know?
I I sort of disagree, but I also see what you're saying. Like, I think if someone played this without the context of what we're doing tonight, I think I would still be able to pick out that it is IU because it's definitely her voice. But I do think it has a lot brighter tone. Uh, and I think it has more of like a commercial flavor rather than like a lot of the heartfelt stuff that she does now. So
Okay.
I think especially like the layering when she's doing the chorus, like the blue or boo, and
Yeah.
then like it sounds very much like something I would hear in an IU song, just more in the mall. Like this would be a 10 out of 10 mall song.
Fair enough. Yeah,
And yeah, I do think we watched these out of order, but I don't think it's a huge issue.
We did. It's okay.
Yeah.
I also don't think I also like I think it's gonna be interesting to see maybe the switchover that I'll have, because obviously these are older music videos, you know, they're gonna have like that certain sound of that time. And I think now, like, again, getting into like groups that we've covered in the past where they have had really old material and then obviously now more modernized stuff, I think to me I'm always impressed by like the journey of the artistry, you know what I mean? Like, to see how this is like stage 1 of IU, and we'll be moving on to like stage like 12 or 13 of IU, and see
Mhm.
how much she has progressed as not only, I think, as like a talent at this age, but obviously as a continued talent going further. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see like what everyone's talking about in terms of the IU magic, since I've again
Yeah.
never heard any of
Also,
IU stuff.
someone asked how old IU was in this music video, and I think she was about 16 years old. So
Ooh.
she was very young. And she's actually talked about like kind of growing up in the industry and how frustrating it can be,
Sure.
because even though she's been working for like 7 or 8 years, people still treat her like a child. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
that must be rough. Like, if you're in the entertainment business like that and you've been, you know, professional for years and years and you're still like 20, oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's got to be rough.
Yeah, Brandon,
So
you and IU are the same age if you didn't know.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
So shout out to baby IU,
maybe IU.
teenage IU.
I wasn't doing cool shit like that at that age, so much
No.
respect to her. But she wasn't in like she was never in like a group or anything, correct? She just was a soloist from start to finish.
Yeah,
pretty much.
she
Well, not
what
finished.
was
She's not finished, but
right. She signed to a different kind of company than like the big three, if I
Okay.
remember correctly.
cool. Well, excited to get into more IU. A true soloist. You're right, Gunky. Thanks, chat. Appreciate it. But we're gonna keep it moving here. It looks like we have Lost Child, which we get into now.
Was the actual debut.
The actual date.
우리 둘 담아준 사진을 태워 하나 둘 모아둔 기억을 지워 그만 일어나 가야 하는 걸 너무 잘 알고 있는데 왜 난 주저앉고 마는지 쏟아지는 빗물은 날 한치 앞도 못 보게 해 몰아치는 바람은 단 한 걸음도 못 가게 해 벼랑 끝에 서 있는 듯이 난 무서워 널 알고 있지만 작은 두 손을 모은 내 기도는 하나뿐이야
That's me getting out of bed from a work day.
이제는 눈물도 나오지 않아 울먹일 힘마저 없는 것 같아 우리 이별이 꿈이 아닌 걸 너무 잘 알고 있는데 왜 난 깨어나길 비는지 쏟아지는 빗물은 날 한치 앞도 못 보게 해 몰아치는 바람은 단 한 걸음도 못
I'm scared for her. Why did she go into that forest?
서 있는 듯이 난 무서워 널 알고 있지만 작은 두 손을 모은 내 기도는 하나뿐이야 아픈 내 가슴도 깊은 상처들도
Nice change.
날 미워하는데 사진을 태우고 기억을 지워도 날 잊을 수 없나 봐 쏟아지는 빗물은 날 한치 앞도 못 보게 해 몰아치는 바람이 곁에 한 걸음 날 못 가게 해 벼랑 끝에
Like that contrast. Really nice. was IU Lost Child. If you're joining us this evening or day, I don't know, whatever you're doing.
That child was lost.
That
Woo.
Yeah,
was a big yikes.
it was a weird one.
Imagine being like 15, 16, and this is your debut music video. What the hell? Oh my gosh.
Just imagine being pitched this music video. You're like, all right, listen, IU, we're gonna have you stand out in the forest, and then we're gonna have some people that are like quote unquote naked, just crawling and weaseling their way through like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. And
I was trying to figure out if they were like zombies or like what? Yeah,
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
If
It
you
was
know,
some weird
let us know.
visuals.
But yeah, oh man. Well, I think for me, this considering this was the first song to start off with, and then going into Boo, what a interesting jump from like song to song. Like this
Yeah.
one is very like melancholic at the beginning, and then at some point they add in some like 2000s like pop sounds, like that very like I don't
Yeah.
know, like that very like flange or like chorus type effect that they had. It was very interesting, and I was like immediately nostalgia. My brain was like nostalgia. I like this. But then I was like, everyone in chat kept saying, this is a weird music video. This is a weird music video. I was like, oh, she's just out in the forest. You know, she's doing her thing. I mean, hey, whatever. And then I saw this one dude like crawling out of the ground. And I was like, yeah, this is I don't know how I'm going to be able to explain this one. But I mean, hey, whatever. You know, if you know what the conceptualization of this music video is, let us know in the chat or comments, whatever. Because I would love to know if there's any sort of like bigger meaning behind it. But I thought the song was pretty good. I was again kind of a different change of pace. I think it would have been a little bit of whiplash if you went from Lost Child to then Boo, because I feel like sonically they're like on the polar opposite ends of the scale. This one's like a little bit more dark, a little bit more moody, and like Boo is like more like sugary, like bubblegummy kind of in that way. So if anything, I think it highlights her ability to kind of do different sorts of genres. Though I will say, I think the thing that sold me about this song was just the way that she was able to convey like a lot more emotion, especially in towards that latter half of the song. There was just some really great like ad-lib moments. I think there were some really great like belting moments, which obviously shows off her power as a vocalist even at like a very young age. I think she had, you know, obviously some really fantastic belting skills even then. But it's so interesting to listen to these together. So I think for me, like if I had to like pick one, I mean, I feel like this one definitely probably leans a little bit more into things that I would enjoy, but I think I actually probably enjoyed Boo a little bit more, because I think there was just a little bit more like fun attention to details that I like appreciated more. And I'm just curious to see how like far her vocal skills can kind of go, because I think this was just kind of like a nice little appetizer from what I imagine is going to be like her just going absolutely crazy vocally in the future.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I like this song. I think this is a good debut. I'm aware that it didn't do well. I don't exactly know why. I'm curious if anyone has any context. Maybe it's like the style of music. Maybe it's the music video, honestly.
That's fair,
the
yeah.
music video, I feel like is artistically really cool, but definitely a little bit of like a head scratcher and a weird watch. I don't know that really is like a 1-to-1 for success though. I know that her first couple songs didn't really do much for her career, and she's talked about that before. But I like this kind of stuff. This feels like a very string heavy pop ballad kind of thing, which as far as like ballads go, I think that's what I this is a kind of, I guess it's hard to say whether you consider this a ballad or not. I do personally. It might not be, but as far as like ballads go in my head, this is the kind of stuff that I like. And I also like that this felt like a stronger showcase of her vocals than the song that we previously listened to, which would be her second title track. But I think that this song does a little bit a better of a job, kind of giving her a little more personality, like vocal personality. Um, I like it. I think it was a good debut.
Therese?
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's a solid ballad. I think she definitely added a ton of soul to it.
Mm.
I do think the melody of it is pretty repetitive. As much as I like those, thousands synth pop things, I don't know if it works really well with a ballad. I don't think it's creating the kind of tension that they're hoping it will. But I think she did really well as a singer on it. Um, Still kind of freaked out by the visuals, but someone brought up a good point. Lady J said, I wonder if there is any meaning behind her debut song being Lost Child and the fact she always has the lost missing children info at the end of her content. This is something pretty big. Every time she does like a YouTube video or even at the end of her little talk show, she puts information about lost child up. And it doesn't always do much, but it's just like the awareness of it to be like, hey, if you see this child, call this number. So I've never made that connection, but it could be related to the fact that that was her debut track. I don't know if she ever spoke out about what started that, but I believe it started when she started her vlogs in her YouTube channel. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I had no idea about that, obviously. So I think I appreciate the fact that she's using her platform to obviously give a little bit more awareness, a little bit more eyes on it and stuff. And even if it, at the end of the day, it's like it may not meet someone that sees it and knows about it. So I think, if anything, I think that's such a huge compliment to her, obviously, and maybe possibly paying homage to her song.
I think that one thing, I don't know whether we'll really cover it or not on our somewhat brief IU journey, but she is somebody who I feel like has used her platform and her like wealth and fame really well over her career. Um, can be said for a lot of people, but not everybody. And I feel like I've seen a lot of stuff with her regarding like donations and like raising awareness for stuff, and her being like very generous about like giving back to like charities and organizations and stuff, which is very cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. So big shout out to IU. Very cool. Very cool. And then Gunky says she was an unknown soloist, so it's not surprising considering K-pop culture, especially not coming from the big three. Hype wasn't a thing back then. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I think if anything, this gives a little bit more perseverance. I mean, like, obviously, you know, sometimes shit doesn't always, connect with some people, and I appreciate the fact that she, continued to put out music and make it. That's amazing.
I feel like having a flop or two will humble you as an artist and overall
absolutely.
make you better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for her to have it early on in her career and to obviously continue to press on and do it, I think that shows just testament to her like strong will to be an artist and obviously continue to do it. So very cool. Very cool. All right. I guess we'll get into the next one. It looks like we're back on track, hopefully. This one looks to be Marshmallow is the next one. Is this I would assume this is onto our next like
Let me check. So we watched them out of order, but Lost Child was debut and Boo
Boo.
was a pre-release to her, looks like repackage album growing up. That could be wrong. It could be like a completely different album. But then, yeah, Marshmallow was on the next EP for IU. I'm
Okay.
IU ... I am.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. Let's get into Marshmallow then.
Marshmallow.
난 특별해 완벽해 비교 분석해봤고 다른 애들과는 다르지 너의 핵심에 부족해 너에게서 떨어져 바라보기만 하는 바보지 내가 왜 이럴까 너만 생각하다
Like this pre-chorus.
바로 그때 어떻게 뚜벅뚜벅 네가 걸어와 블라블라 얘기를 하지 무슨 말을 해도 들리지가 않아 찰칵찰칵 시간이 stop Marshmallow Marshmallow 달콤해서 너무 좋아 Marshmallow Marshmallow 사랑이란 이런 걸까 젤리처럼 통통해 쿠키처럼 촉촉해 Boy boy baby boy boy 난 수심해 고민해 너를 떠올릴 때면 알고리즘 빨개지는 아이인가 내가 왜 이럴까 너만 상상한다 라라라라라라 날아올라 바로 그때 어떻게 두근두근 네가 다가와 사귀자고 대시를 하지 너의 목소리만 듣고 싶어 정말 가만 모두 다 shit 감기 조심하세요 Marshmallow Marshmallow 달콤해서 너무 좋아 Marshmallow Marshmallow 사랑이란 이런 걸까 젤리처럼 통통해 쿠키처럼 촉촉해 Boy boy baby boy boy 꿈을 꿨나봐 눈물을 뚫을까 거짓말처럼 다 사라져 날 만날 거야 다시 잘 거야 몰라
Nice harmony.
Marshmallow Marshmallow 달콤해서 너무 좋아 Marshmallow Marshmallow 사랑이란 이런 걸까 젤리처럼 통통해 쿠키처럼 촉촉해 Boy boy baby boy boy Marshmallow
All right. That was IU's Marshmallow. If you're tuning in tonight. Very interesting. I don't know how
That
to
was cute.
I don't know how to feel about this one if I'm being for real. I thought Alex Camera is froze. He IU has locked him in. Alex looks
Oh, is Alex stuck?
I think he's stuck. He's definitely stuck. For sure.
It broke him.
It broke him. He couldn't handle the sugary sweet. He looks so sad. Oh man. Well, I guess I'll talk now. I thought this was very interesting. Oh, there he is. He's back.
You're back.
You're back. You're so sugary sweet
Okay.
that you were locked in, you know. Had too many
It was
marshmallows.
something.
I thought this was very interesting. I don't like I said, the songs that we have listened to so far have jumped from like sugary in this way but like definitely different sugary than Marshmallow. But then you get like her first song, which is like this like darker like pop concept, and this is like completely in the like opposite end of the field. Like it's very interesting to see her early career and how much of a different process that she has gone through in terms of like the songwriting. Um, I thought this one was very light, but also at the same point I feel like very sugary. Like obviously speaks to the name, I feel like pretty well. Um, but I liked the different like vocal ad libs. I thought that was really cool. I also appreciated the like I don't know if it's technically a pre-chorus or not. But there was this really like that kind of like beautiful like melodic section. I thought that was really nice. It offered like a really cool contrast to the song. I kind of wish they incorporated it just a smidge more. I think it would have made it more interesting or more uh fun slash cohesive. Um, but I did kind of like her concept on this one, though I will say, I thought it was a little odd that they had the little Marshmallow character guy that was just like basically just hovering over IU as she sleeps. She's just like, "Oh, I'm taking a nap," and Marshmallow guy's like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm here. What's going on?"
Yeah,
You know, I'm like,
that's me and my giant teddy bear. Yeah.
So I thought that was a little odd, but other than that, I'd probably put this like middle of the road. Not, I don't really have like I'm not really like stoked on it, but like if it came up on my playlist, I would listen to it. I think it's like a lighthearted, good track, you know? I wouldn't turn it off. I would enjoy it.
I think this fits perfectly into that like late 2000s K-pop,
Mm.
like extra sugary, extra sweet, like K-pop. I don't know. Like it came out the same time as uh it came out the same year as Chi by Girls'
Oh my
Generation.
god.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So like
Okay.
if
That
that
checks
Everything's
gives you
out.
an
coming together.
yeah,
That
if that
checks
gives
out.
you an idea of like the kind of like sugary old school K-pop like
Yeah. Yeah.
uh theme. Also the same year as Ring Ding Dong, by the way.
Oh, okay.
What a
Okay.
classic year.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I see.
So plus a bunch of other classics, but those are two notable ones. I mean, yeah, it's
Makes
about
sense
what I
though.
would
Yeah.
expect for IU try like leaning into a K-pop song in the year 2009, right?
Yeah.
I mean that being said, I enjoy it. I like that kind of stuff. I like a lot of the songs from that era, and I like the very hyper sugary K-pop girl group stuff. So
Mm.
yeah, it's a fun one to me. It doesn't stand out as like a peak of her discography, obviously,
Sure. Yeah.
but I think it's a fun song.
Apparently, and this is from Karma Tiny, the male voice is Zico pre-debut. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Um, not my type of song at all. I like this song ironically. I like it if it comes on and we all have to do cute dances because we're being forced to. That's the kind of song this is to me. And I think I remember seeing IU or seeing clips of IU perform this semi recently, like
Oh my god!
2021.
Wow.
And I think she
Please.
said like at that performance that she's like, this is the last time I'm ever performing this song because I don't think she liked it. I think
They
she
always say
definitely,
that.
yeah, I think she's like, I was
I
so sick
swear
of like
this is the
promoting
last
this song.
time.
That's true, but we haven't seen it since. So as far as I know,
She's
hasn't
got
been
to bring
performed
it.
again.
Yeah, she's got to bring it out of the IU vault. It's like the Disney vault, you know. She puts all of her like songs that she doesn't want to play anymore out of the.
Yeah. We'll see how BTS is feeling about Dynamite.
Ooh, ew.
Yeah.
Eee.
No, but I think it is a cute song. It's just it's a good like K-pop meme song. Same with G, same with Ring Ding Dong.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll like. I listen to Ring Ding Dong
I was gonna say
unironically,
yeah.
but it's kind of hard to, like you would never show your friends it.
To be fair,
You want to hear this? You want to hear this song called G by G Friend or not G Friend?
oh
Girls' Generation.
oh.
I was
To
thinking of
be
G
fair,
Friend.
I did just listen to Ring Ding Dong because someone in the Chaos stream recommended Purple Kiss,
Yes.
and Purple Kiss did like the dance routine for Ring Ding Dong, so I have heard it like a couple days ago. So that was there. It didn't really
It's still good. It's still good, right?
It didn't really click. Well, until Alex said like this came out at the same time, and now I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. Like I'll still keep true to my statements, but I will say like now I'm like, okay, mentally I know where the song sits in terms of year discography. So yeah, that makes a ton of sense now. I'm getting it, guys. I'm putting the puzzle pieces together, you know? Big
Very
brain
good.
mode. So I love it. Yes, I will say unironically Ring Ding Dong is still good. I'll die on that hill. I like that song. I feel like if anything, the more you listen to it, actually gets better. Like
Yes.
you're like
Yeah.
this kind of slaps though, you know?
So maybe Marshmallow will have that effect.
Yeah,
Because G definitely does.
Yeah, G.
Yeah.
I will say I did go back and listen to G a lot after we finished the Girls' Generation, and I was like, it's kind of hits. So
Another banger 2009 release. My alley is a Hot Issue by 4 Minute. Also same year.
Well,
Oh.
Good year.
we'll have to 4 Minute is on the lineup, I'm sure. So we gotta do it. I feel like
One day.
we gotta do Teresa's first group that she had gotten into K-pop with, and obviously we have to do Alex's. I feel like those are like a must, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be very interesting to peer into the looking glass a little bit.
We all just
Therese,
listen
was
to
yours
Psy
not
Gangnam
BTS?
Style. BTS was the first group that I started standing, but my introduction to K-pop was along with Dream High and 2PM. So and
Okay.
IU. So IU kind of counts in that respect, but
Okay,
I wasn't listening as much to her songs as I was to 2PM.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're a 2 p.m. stan, let us know. Do it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, since Sarah brought it up in chat, I had gotten mistaken for Psy from when Gangnam Style was big. I got mistaken for Psy from Gangnam Style because I had like the black like Ray-Ban like sunglasses, and somebody had thought because
you're Korean.
because I'm Korean,
And they
Yeah.
just
put
found
two
out
and two
that Korea exists.
And
They
they're like, Psy, is that you? And I'm like, oh. So
They literally did that to BTS because they look like they were walking around New York before they were super big, and someone just came up to them and was like, "Are you BTS?" And J-Hope looked at the cameraman. And he's like, "What do we do? We're BTS." Like, oh, what do I do? They just kept walking. Yeah, we're BTS.
they're like, oh, we loved you in Gangnam Style, and I was like, oh.
And all of a sudden that person in New York was just suddenly validated that every group of Asian people is just BTS from now on.
Well, it happens so often to
It
these
really
poor
does,
other
though.
groups. Yeah, it still happens.
as a non like K-pop person,
Yeah.
like, you know, not in a group.
I talk about listening to like a Korean singer and people are like, "Oh, like IU?" And I'm like, "No, but I love IU." I was listening to BBIBBI, a very different vibe.
Hey.
Like, no, but you're on the right track.
Yeah, you're getting it. You're
What?
cooking. Like,
They
"Ooh,
both
that
have
was good."
eyes.
Oh my god. Well, hopefully, I know chat will never mistake somebody that is of Korean descent for a K-pop idol that isn't one. So there you go.
I think it's funny though.
It is kind of
as
funny, though.
K-pop is still sort of niche, like seeing people miss or like accidentally hit on K-pop idols and then like ask for their phone numbers because I think that happened to NCT.
Wait, what?
But like people don't automatically
don't
know who
realize
they
it.
are, so they're like, "Oh, hot guy, let me ask his phone number."
Yeah, like it's funny because there's gonna be like if they come to LA or something, let's say NCT for example.
Yeah,
They come
yeah.
to LA, there's gonna be like hyper fans that are gonna like stalk them and follow them everywhere and scream when they see them. and then they're gonna go to like an ice cream shop and no one's gonna know them or give
Yeah.
a fuck who they are. And
Yeah.
it's so weird because it's not like being an American celebrity where
Yeah.
everybody knows you, or like
Right.
there's always a chance somebody random, like old or young, can know you. It's just like it's a very niche celebrity status. So it's got to be really weird to like
The
you could
only
have
thing that
huge fans that just aren't like, you could go to an ice cream shop like a Dairy Queen as like Mark from NCT, and that person could be like super cool about it and not like let
Freak
them
out.
know that they're
Yeah.
a huge fan, and like they would never know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be such a weird thing to navigate.
Yeah, I like Gondo's comment. They said K-pop idols get invited to random parties and randos come up to them and hit on them, then the internet cancels them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that does happen.
yikes! 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 Oh man. Well, anyway, who knows? You might be hitting on a K-pop idol. So there you go. Cool. Anyway, that was it. That was my. Thanks, Sarah, for that. Appreciate it.
I think if you're watching this video, likely you're not on accident.
That would be purposeful. Yeah. To be fair, yeah. But anyway, let's get into the next IU track.
Next one. I
This
think
is
this
Good
is the
Day.
first big like success track.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. All right, cool. Let's
It's a
let's
good
go.
day.
Let's go. Good Day. Yeah, this is the next one.
I like that it's Christmas now.
Alex's favorite season. Feliz Navidad.
I love Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
Just hate the music.
Feliz...
You gotta have your Christmas parrot.
Yeah, you gotta have your Christmas.
Where's your Christmas parrot? Oh, macaw. Aww. It's kind of cute. They're kind of cute.
Oh. I wonder if that was a reference to her, previous music video, Marshmallow.
I'm sure.
사랑해요. 오빠.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It sounds like KK Slider.
Man, what a great wingman. No pun intended.
That was intended.
어쩜 이렇게 하늘은 더 파란 건지 오늘따라 왜 바람은 또 완벽한지 그냥 모르는 척 하나 못 들은 척 지워버린 척 난 얘기 시작할까 아무 말 못하게 입 맞출까 눈물이 차올라 서로를 끌어 흐르지 못하게 더 살짝 웃어 내게 왜 이러는지 무슨 말을 하는지 오늘의 밤 모든 말 저 하늘 위로 한 번도 못했던 말 울면서 할 줄은 나 몰랐던 말 나는요 오빠가 좋은걸
Fantastic.
새로 바뀐 내 머리가
Ooh, is that key change? Aye.
입고 나왔던 옷이 실수였던 건지 아직 모르는 척 기억 안 나는 척 아무 일 없던 것처럼 굴어볼까 그냥 나가자고 얘기할까
is the ghost of Christmas present.
Real IU. Huh.
Real is the name of the album.
I thought they were just saying that she's real, and I was like, yeah, facts.
Nah, ain't no way she's real. You're telling me that woman is real?
Well, I think she is. I mean, I haven't met her personally, so I mean, could be
I'm
wrong.
about to find out.
Gungi and Therese can let us know if IU is real. You know, I feel like I expect the like meme where you're like,
I still don't believe. I don't believe.
should do that. That would quantify that meme. But oh my god, oh, this was excellent. This is like, I'm speechless, man. This is crazy. This is so good. I for sure will go back and listen to this song. This is like, this came out. Did it come out 13 years ago, or was it 2011?
2010.
2010. Okay.
Yeah, 2010.
This has aged like a fine wine. I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Oh, so good.
Yep.
This honestly could have sounded like it came out last year, and I would still say it's a
Yeah.
fucking banger. And I'm gonna still say it's a fucking banger. This is this is, oh my god, it was so good. Musicality wise, I feel like if you are a musician, bro, you are feasting. IU said, here you go. Here's a feast. Here's a buffet for you. You know, there was like cool electric guitar moments. There was this cool piano section. There was some great key change moments. Vocals. Obviously the queen, you know, great stuff. Just, man, this feels like the entire package, you know. I feel like there's I know we are at like the base of IU mountain here, and we're trekking our way up to, you know, peak IU, but man, this was great. This is like my favorite right now, and I imagine that will change, but currently right now this is my favorite. 100%.
I'll pretty much agree. I think this song ages pretty flawlessly. I like the video gives very like Hallmark holiday movie, Disney holiday movie vibes that I like.
Oh yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's just fun. It's cute. But the song is great. The song's really fun. I don't know what it is about this particular like style of music that I think just holds up really well. Like the whole like funky kind of orchestral implementation of stuff. I think it works really well. Obviously, you have like that crazy like 3-note sequence she does at the end
Yeah, the belt.
with
Yeah,
her vocals, which I
man.
think is such a cool like climax to the song and like way to end it. Something I noticed and looked into a little bit, you mentioned a key change, actually, is that the choruses go one key higher than the rest of the song.
God,
So
man.
like not necessary. I mean, technically a key change, I guess, but like not really like
A full step.
a full shift. It's
Yeah,
just it's just it seems like the chorus is just go a key higher for them. It's just I guess makes it seem like the key change is coming out of them
It's
as
like
well,
a movement.
which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really liked especially when we came out of that first chorus, we kind of the instrumental broke down a little bit more, and you got a little bit more of that like bass was a little clearer with a little more guitar and stuff. I like that part of the instrumental a lot. I think it's just very catchy. I think it's like it feels like a good mix and of like everything she's done so far. Like a little bit of like a sweet spot between everything she's done so far. Like it's not a ballad, but it's like softer, but it's not. It's also not like hyper bubblegum K-pop. You know,
I would agree. Yeah,
Mm.
like a little bit of like a sweet spot, which I think probably lends to why it did so well for her and helped launch her career.
agreed. Therese, your thoughts?
Oh, I love IU. I love it. I love orchestral K-pop, and this is definitely like a showmanship, like musical number, which is why I think it aged so well because it's still being done today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, um, this could be on the Greatest Showman soundtrack, you know? Like it's so good. But yeah, I want to shout out to the producers of the EP, Jo Young Chol and Cho Gapwon. So kudos to you guys. Great EP. I've listened to this album more than once, but I can't tell you like my favorites on it other than Good Day.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just so good, and she's such a good singer. Like it's no wonder she has that star quality, and of course she's gorgeous. She looks gorgeous in the music video. I love the styling they put on her, like the kind of like older Christmas sort of decades style dresses, and it's just so nice. It's like the full package, and imagine seeing this live. I don't actually
Aw.
know what the track or the set list is for the concert, but I hope this is on
She's
there.
got to. There's no
It's gotta be.
way.
It's gotta be. So
There's
I
no
love this song.
way.
I was also thinking like every time she comes in with a new verse, it feels like there's a new epic being told, you know? Like the way she starts it like super low and like builds the chord as she go. Oh, it's so good with all the little instruments coming in at certain time. Ah, I love it. I love everything about it.
I will say, Gunky gave us a good comment. They said that this song is just amazing. Fun fact: she said that she will no longer sing that belt at the end. She's stuck to that since she said that a couple years ago. Which
That's fine.
that's okay. I feel like if
I'm
you're
okay.
if she's gonna be doing like
She's
I don't
in my
know
presence,
hours.
and that's all I need.
I was gonna say if she's gonna be doing hours of material,
Yeah.
like I'm sure there's plenty of moments where she'll have time to just flex on everyone in the crowd. So
And there's gonna be good other good belts to listen
Oh.
to.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, I was gonna say that must be an insane level of vocal skill, more than
Yeah.
I would ever know.
That last note on that 3 note sequence is a F#5,
Oh my
which is really really high. For anyone that doesn't know their music scales,
Jesus, man.
it's very high.
Wow.
Oh,
It's from
that
an
would make
E5.
sense.
It goes from E5, F5, F#5,
That's no. That's too far.
which
Okay,
like,
yeah. No human singer should be forced to sing that.
Just imagine doing that for like for just like for years. Just that, like, this is obviously I would assume one of her most popular songs. So for her to just for her to do that for many years, I think that's pretty consistently impressive as a vocalist. And again, I totally respect her for wanting to protect her voice. I would love to hear more IU in the future. So I feel like I respect the fact that she would want to do that. So big salutes. Yo says Mariah Carey is like piece of cake. To be fair, she's probably gotten that whistle note down to a T, so wouldn't be surprised. Shub, how's it going? Thanks for hanging out. She doesn't always hit it well. I've seen performance where she cuts it short. What again? I feel like she doesn't have to prove anything. she's a very comparable
that's
vocalist.
great.
Way better than I can do. So, but cool, very nice. We're gonna keep it moving here. What? All right. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. It looks like we have
a story only I didn't know. I found a English translation version of this music video because apparently the lore carries over in other music videos. So, yeah.
Huh. All right, cool. Well, this is a story only I didn't know. So let's get into it.
한솔은 요즘도 꿈을 많이 꾸세요? 혹시 어디 불편한 곳은 없으세요?
요즘 몸이 좀 이상해요. 제 몸이 아닌 것 같은 그런 거요. 선생님, 오늘 날씨 좀 이상하지 않아요?
날씨가 이상하다는 건 어떤 의미인가요?
글쎄요. 이런 날엔 꼭 누가 찾아올 것 같아요.
누가 찾아올 것 같아요?
정말 넌 다 잊었더라 반갑게 날 보는 너의 얼굴 보니 그제야 어렴풋이 아파오더라 3살 차오르지 못한 상처가 눈물은 흐르질 않더라 이별이라 하는 게 대단지도 못해서 이렇게 보잘것없어서 좋은 이별이란 거 결국 세상엔 없는 일이란 걸 알았다면 그때 차라리 다 울어둘걸 그때 이미 나라는 거 내겐 끝이었다는 거 나만 몰랐었던 이야기 사랑은 아니었더라 내 곁에 머물던 시간이었을 뿐 이제야 어렴풋이 알 것만 같아 왜 넌 미안했어야만 했는지 내가 너무 들떴었나 봐 떠나는 순간마저 기대를 했었다니 얼마나 우스웠던 거니 좋은 이별이란 거 결국 세상엔 없는 일이란 걸 알았다면 그때 차라리 다 울어둘걸 그때 이미 나라는 거 내겐 끝
한쪽은 아버님 돌아가셨어요. 그쵸?
올 거예요. 다들 아빠라고 아는데 그 사람 아빠는 아니에요.
All right, that was a story only I didn't know. Everyone's crying. Everyone's crying now. We all crying. Chat's
I have
crying.
chills.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Oh. Oh boy. Man,
So who was that man if it was not her father?
are you asking us?
I'm genuinely, I don't know what's going
I
on.
also don't know. Yeah.
A ghost? The doctor? But I don't know. Ghost doctor?
Goes. Oh no.
People are calling out Park Bo Young, the actress, also very
Huh.
well-known actress in K-dramas like Strong Woman Bang Soon and
Hmm.
Oh My Ghost. I like that one. I haven't
She did an
seen a lot of
incredible
like
job.
the newer stuff. Oh, Abyss. I didn't really watch that. Yeah,
Well,
famous.
I guess I'll get into the song. Man, I immediately got like chills. Like I could feel it course through my entire body. And I feel like that's how I know if like a song is good, is if like I am feeling it in my soul. I feel like this one is definitely one of those that just hits your chest really hard. And I feel like this one again it conveys that sort of emotion, and arguably as well just like the instrumentation, that like nylon string guitar, like the piano work, the strings, like I think it all draws out in terms of that emotional fortitude of this song. I think the way that IU was able to kind of carry a lot of those emotions throughout the entirety of the song, I think was really held together with like that. Obviously, the moments watching the music video too, I think also does play into that sort of emotional, like gut wrenching feelings that you feel towards the song. It was very nice to also get the subs too. I think it was cool to kind of read along and figure out what she's trying to convey message wise. Um, which I feel like this song, if anything, it directs you more towards. Just because I think there's not a lot of, in terms of like musicality, there's not a lot to hide behind. I mean, we literally just got through listening to Good Day, which was like complete left field of this song. I think if anything, again, I did mention this before, but I think even more so with these two songs specifically, I think there's such an incredible amount of range that she has in terms of like you can have this fun, like lighthearted, like incredible, like belting moments that she does, but then I think the way that she's able to convey such strong emotions through not only like the lyricism but also the musicality of this song, I think helps in that aspect. I really appreciate it. I think Youthful also maybe mentioned it in the chat, but just like that low warble of her voice, I think really kind of again directs that sort of emotiveness that she has uh in regards to this. So I was definitely like on board with this one. This was really, really well done and well put together, just not only from the music video perspective, but I also think musically as well too. It was very well put together. So yeah, this is definitely on the top here for me.
Damn. Every new song here is at the top.
I mean, listen, I feel like this top is just gonna be. I'm just gonna try to be holding up the top by the end of it. All the IU songs are gonna crush me, at the end.
It's fair. I think IU is the only person who can like make me love ballads.
Yeah.
Just because I think like no one really does them like her.
That's fair.
This is no exception. I just think it's just a good song. I love the heavy strings. I like how the video played into like the emotions of the song. Like they work off of each other really well. The video is obviously very like sad. I was trying to keep up with some of the lyrics and stuff. It's I think pretty clearly told from the perspective of like a psych ward kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty dark. I mean, it's pretty heavy song, heavy video. But yeah, instrumentally, vocally, I think it was a good, easy listen, beautifully done. You know, I have no complaints. Another good IU ballad. Who would have guessed?
I think I
No one.
agree with you. I think IU does ballads in a way that makes it a lot more appealing to typical K-pop or pop lovers. Just because I think with a lot of Korean ballads, there's a certain timbre to the voice that has an overemphasis or maybe like a whining quality. And I think she actually holds that back and adds her breathiness to make it sound a little more pop friendly, but in a very soulful way. So it's a lot more approachable in my opinion. I love this track and I don't think I've given it enough attention as I should have in the past because I knew that it was a big deal because as Youthful mentioned, Yoon Sang, who's a famous composer in Korea, already had won a ton of awards of his own, gave this song to IU. And I found a Soompi article that's literally the headline is Composer Yoon Sang gave a song to IU because of her sad face. That's just the headline. I don't
No,
I'm not
Why they gotta word it like that?
Whatever ropes people in, right?
I'm sure it was just something he said on like a variety show, and they're like, "We're using it."
They're like, got it. We got the piece.
Get it to
I
the
don't think her
presses.
face is
Yeah.
particularly sad, but okay. I do think she is one of the singers that is probably the only singer that could pull off a song like this so well. I'm sure other singers could as too, but I'm just glad that she got it, you know?
Fair,
Like it's
fair,
so
fair, fair.
good. It's so good for IU's voice. And Youthful also mentioned that Yoon Sang is also the father of Chan Young in Rise.
That's sick.
I'm gonna expect a lot more from Rise if that is the case. Not to be hard on Rise. I love some of their songs, but listen.
Yeah, Mom IU is watching.
Um, but that's pretty cool, honestly. I like how small the world is, I guess. But yeah, super interesting. Not quite understanding the story. I do know that at some point some love is brought up with a pretty large age gap. So if people were speculating that it might have been a lover that was visiting this girl, maybe you're right. I want to imagine it's just a ghost doctor because it's kind of icky. But that's just me.
That's just a Therese theory.
Oh, and the music. I was going to talk about the composition because I did not notice before, but the strings of the orchestra, they kind of like they move up the scale while IU's voice is moving down the scale and vice versa. And it creates like the perfect wavelength and it makes the song sound so much more full. I
Agreed.
want
Yeah.
more compositions like that. And I just love the swelling of it. It's very swelling.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was like borderline weepy eyed by the end of it. I was like, damn, is this song gonna push me to the edge to cry. Maybe part 2 will. I don't know. Most likely.
Oh.
I feel it. But no, this is great. I'm thoroughly enjoying IU so far. I feel like I'm not a ballad hater, so I feel like I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna be stoked.
It's all you.
Gunky says I will cry stream too. So all right, sick.
That's the goal.
Hell yeah, let's go. So then I can make the clickbait thumbnail that Therese made for day 6. Man listens to IU cries. And they're gonna be like, facts. He cried. And that'll be like just a bunch of tears rolling down my face. It'll be great.
Make sure you get it on camera.
I will. Well, spoiler alert, I cried in Island 2 at the final episode, so
was it a good cry or a bad cry?
It was a bad
was
cry.
It happy or sad?
No. Sad cry. Big sad cry.
Okay.
Not good. Not good.
Damn.
Not good cry. But this next one is another IU song. It's YOU&I. So is this into the next phase?
Yeah, I think this is the
Yep.
next part of the storyline. But as far as albums, I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, it's on to the next album.
Yeah.
It's her second
listen to
second
Alex.
full album, Last
Oh.
Fantasy.
Very true. Very true. Kaylee knows I did feel all the emotions on that fateful Saturday. So, all right, cool. Let's go. YOU&I.
Nope. We're not there yet. In the history of K-pop.
That's fair. It's always good to check, though. You never know.
Yeah. Probably not until like. Well, I don't know actually.
I like this very whimsical styling. It's very nice. Feels a little Harry Potter-esque.
Oh, is that the same guy from Good Day? Is this all part of the parrot? Or the macaw?
Now she has a goose.
Now she has a goose.
Yeah,
That's Christmas Goose.
Another wingman.
good one, Therese. Therese W.
Don't
Therese
laugh,
W.
don't laugh, don't laugh.
시계를 보며 속삭이는 비밀들 간절한 내 마음속 이야기 지금 내 모습을 해줘도 좋아 너를 재촉하면 할수록 좋아 내 이름 불러줘 점점 새로 비치는 내 맘들 길가도
love that goose.
눈 깜빡하면 어른이 될 거예요. 날 알아보겠죠. 그댄 기억하겠죠. 그래 기묘했던 아이. 성틈새로 비어치는 네 모습 참 좋다. 손끝으로 돌리며
It's artist time.
반으로 달려봐. 조금만 더 빨리 날아봐. 두 눈을 꼭 감고 마법을 건봐. 너랑 나랑 그쪽은 만나지 몇 날 며칠지 모르겠지만 네가 있을 미래에서 혹시 내가 헤맨다면 너를 알아볼 수 있게 내 이름을
Oh, the goose.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Everyone's really upset for the goose.
Rightfully so. That was her wingman.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know
okay.
what else is left in this.
I don't think is
Is
there
it
any?
credits.
We're gonna keep scrolling through credits.
Is there an ending scene credits? No. Okay.
No,
A lot
okay.
of credits.
A
Wow.
lot of credits. Good. Got to give a shout out to everybody. All right, cool. Well, that was IU, You and I. I feel like I was gonna mess that up royally, but I didn't because there's so many
I was
I's and
laughing.
U's.
I was laughing at Gunky's comment. It's not Doctor Who, but Doctor IU.
That was my first thought when that whole thing was
Boo.
submitted. Listen, we're just a group of dad jokers over here, you know. Therese used my dad joke earlier.
Yeah,
I like it.
I just recycled it.
Recycled it. I respect that. That's a power move. This is. I feel like if I had one adjective to describe this song, it would be whimsical. This is just like
Yep.
literal magic. IU did magic. That was great. You know. I think the song was really fun. I feel like she again crushes that kind of like orchestral pop kind of thing going on. I don't really know what lane to kind of put this in, but this one feels even more whimsical than Good Day, which I thought that was a very whimsical track. So she just continues to just stack whimsy. But I thought this was great. I think again, I don't know how many anybody can keep a tally of how many times I say that IU is a very fantastic singer, but it's gonna be a lot. Because IU is a fantastic singer. So
What?
this I know, crazy
Wow.
concept, crazy hill to die
Bold
on. Here.
take. Bold take.
Bold take. But I thought this was wonderful. She was just again showing off her insane vocal skills on this song. I really like kind of enjoyed the like more sweeping violin parts and like the orchestral elements. There's just like this really cool kind of like ebb and flow that this song had that I really appreciated. And I think Youthful may have mentioned it in chat, but just the choreo in the song was just so much fun. It was just like really nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed that as well. But yeah, this is another banger IU track. What can I say?
I agree. I think there's so many fun things about the song. I think from the choreography to, like you mentioned, like sweeping violin and the whole the all the string instruments and everything like orchestral going on here. There's so much movement and everything. Like, there's a
Mm,
lot of sweeping. There's a lot of motion to the instrumental track, which is really fun, and I think it definitely gives it that like whimsical vibe because everything is like almost like musical in a sense.
yeah,
Like
agreed.
it's very this whole song is done in like movements and pieces. I don't know how to really describe it, but it definitely gives like it feels like it could be like a Disney short film or something. Like the way that it's written feels like it tells a entire story, not only through like the lyrics and the melody and stuff, but also through the instrumental and how that's composed. I think it's really cool. Um, I think her vocals hit some really interesting frequencies in the song too,
Mm,
which I think is something that IU just often does because she has such a unique voice. I think, but I think there are some parts, especially in the chorus, where she's like not straining, but like doing a little bit more of a belt and
agreed.
hitting like just these odd frequencies that I just feel like I don't hear that often. It's really cool. Um, Altogether, I think this is just a really fun song. I like the whole upbeat vibe. The music video is pretty cool. I like the little goose. The
Hey,
the choreography is very fun. The choreography is a
Oh
little iconic.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, and it's not. I don't want to say it's rare, but getting a video with the IU choreography is always fun because it's not every video.
sure, sure, sure.
Um, she doesn't have because she does a lot of ballads. You don't always get like IU choreo. When you do, I feel like it's usually really good, and this is definitely like towards the top of iconic choreo for her. Um, I think that's all I had. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'll think about it while Therese talks.
I don't have much to say. I think this is a really nice track. I think it sort of picked up where Good Day left off
Mm.
and created like a different kind of spin on it. I would say my favorite part of this track is the performance. They actually have like a performance video for this, and I
Oh,
will watch it on loop. It is mesmerizing. And it's pretty much just her like dancing in front of the clock tower in different outfits, but
ah,
it's such nice choreography to watch. And personally, I love like the whole toy shop whimsical aesthetic. I love all of the clocks and the gears, even though none of the gears are meshing. It's fine. That's just how it is.
are you gonna go on like a maze rant like you did for RM?
I might because gears should be meshing if they're meant to do something, but okay.
We're
Hire me,
just
IU.
breaking out all the
Anyway,
quirks for you, Therese, on these deep dives.
I have a
It
lot.
started off with
I have a
RM
lot
with
of
the maze, and now we're getting into IU clock
I have a
tickings.
lot of special interests.
Okay, I remember what I wanted
Goose
to say.
Goose was not one of them. What were
Oh,
you gonna say?
I was gonna say that the song reminded me, in the way it's written, a lot of older G Friend songs,
Oh.
ooh,
but like G Friend, like hyper G Friend, like because G Friend, I feel like a lot of their stuff relied heavily on the like heavy orchestral stuff, and it blended in
mm.
a little bit of like rock and a little bit of um
Like
pretty much
pop.
all the
Yeah,
elements,
yeah. I was gonna
yeah,
say
that
yeah.
you got here. But this is like if you put somebody like a composer in like a hyperbolic time chamber and like told them to write the best G Friend song possible, and this is what they came out with in like a year. It's like super concentrated G Friend song.
Only a drop.
Yeah.
I love it. Therese, did you want to keep cooking? I didn't. Want to move on if you had more to cook
I also
on?
liked the goose.
I think we all like the goose. I think that was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, we all love the goose.
We just have to we have to do a Mojo top 10 of IU's animal friends.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
a Disney princess for
She,
sure.
yeah, real Snow White shit. We love it. Yeah, I was gonna say, who doesn't like the goose? If you don't like the goose, let us know.
Some people are afraid of birds.
Yeah, but the birds in the music video.
Geese are very scary.
Geese are scary, but like that goose looked nice.
Not that one.
He a nice.
Not
nice.
that one.
He a nice
Not
goose.
that one.
They a nice goose. We like it. Actor goose. Anyway,
I heard this music video actually inspired the Untitled Goose Game.
don't stop, trees. Don't put that misinformation out there. Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyway,
we're
this
on
is
my favorite music
this
video.
is someday.
Oh, what's next?
This
This is a track directly from Dream High, so you can use this to determine if you want to watch it or not. I will say the story behind IU's character is a little I wouldn't agree with the lessons that they're trying to teach you. Essentially, her character was a really good singer, but everyone overlooked her because of her weight, and yeah. That was the basis of her character until she lost a bunch of weight and had a glow up, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're a good singer," and we're like, "Yeah, she's always been a good singer."
Wait, JY Poppy was in that show?
Did I not tell you about this? He ran the whole thing.
No, what?
It was a JYP run show. It had 2 PM in it,
Oh,
and
boy.
Susie and all of the
Dang.
JY people, including JB. He was in the
Oh
reboot.
well,
that was not
okay.
as
Now,
good.
all right, say
All
less.
right, now we
Say
understand. Now we
less.
know
Say
why.
less.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
hey.
it.
We
I
get
liked
it.
Dream High
We
1
get-
first.
We get it, Therese. You like
JB
JB.
was just an
okay.
add-on.
Anyway, let's get into someday.
언젠가 네 눈물이 멈추길 언젠가 네 어둠이 걷히고 따스한 햇살이 이 눈물을 말려주길 지친 내 모습이 조금씩 지겨워지는 걸 느끼며 다 버리고 싶죠 힘들게 지켜오던 꿈을 가진 것보다는 부족한 것이 너무나도 많은 게 느껴질 때마다 다리에 힘이 풀려서 난 주저앉죠 언젠가 네 눈물이 멈추길 언젠가 네 어둠이 걷히고 따스한 햇살이 이 눈물을 말려주길 괜찮을 거라고 내 스스로를 위로하며 버티는 하루하루가 날 조금씩 두렵게 만들고 나를 믿으라고 말하면서 또 믿지 못한다는 이제 얼마나 더 오래 버틸 수 있을지 모르겠어요 기다리면 언젠간 오겠지 아무리 길어도 해는 듯이 아픈 내 가슴도 언젠간 함께했지 날 이젠 도와주길 하늘이 제발 도와주길
Oh, spoiled. Anyway, perfect. All right, very cool. That
Yep.
was
Yep.
Someday from the Dream High
Super famous
OST.
people. Super famous people.
There was a lot of famous people in that, for sure.
Do you know all of them, Brandon?
No, probably not.
I'd say the most famous are probably IU. IU went from supporting actress essentially. Like she was part of the main cast, but she wasn't the girl.
The It Girl, yeah.
Yeah, but she's definitely the most famous next to I'd say like Sugyeon, probably.
Ooh.
The main male lead.
Did he have the chiseled jawline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it was the guy with the short hair. That was the 2 p.m. guy,
Oh.
Taekyeon,
Yeah.
and
They're
then
both
his
hot.
other 2 p.m. friend. Yeah, all the hot people.
Yeah.
Susie.
Yeah. Facts.
We got them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too good looking. All of them. But thought this song was good. I liked it. A little bit more low key, which I appreciate. I like the jazz guitar chord phrasings. I feel like it suits her voice very well. I kind of enjoyed like the different like musical changes. I think there was definitely like a pre-chorus or something like that. There was like some really nice little like change ups in the song that I think keep the movement good. And I think when you have like an acoustic guitar like moment, sometimes it can kind of seem a little bit repetitive, but I think the way that they kind of made the song move along and try to do different things, I thought that was very nice, and it kept it very interesting. Um, Obviously, watching the MV just made me more curious on the show itself. Because is IU the one that has like the prosthetics?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, why does she have prosthetics? That was like my first brain thought.
I
that
told
came
you
in.
her story.
No,
It was
I
part of her
know, but I meant
character.
like, but I just meant like, I meant it more so like, why is she like this, in terms of like, why is she looking like this? You know what I mean? And then like, what's the end result? I guess per se. So that was just
It
where
was
my
to
brain.
make her look larger than she actually is.
No, I don't mean
Yeah,
like that. I
the
just
point of
mean
the show.
like the end of the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to know what the point of the show, end of the show was. That was it.
No,
You're
the
gonna have to
point
watch
is
it.
not to get hot. The point is she was always a good singer. Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear.
Shit. Fuck the plot. Anyway.
Just because Woo Young gave her a little candy every day or so doesn't make it a bad thing. He loved her the way she was. He was like, I wanna make my woman happy no matter what.
Listen, that's what Hansel and Gretel did, and look what happened to them.
Okay, oh my god.
So, I'm just saying. Facts.
On the flip side, you could get eaten by a witch, yes.
Yeah, consider both sides.
Yeah,
Yep.
consider both. Yeah, you got to play, you got to understand the field you're playing on, So, but anyway, the song itself was solid. I liked it. It wasn't like, I put it like middle of the road, solid IU track, which is like a step above like good shit.
Yeah.
So,
It's not like the best, like it's not the best song, I guess. It's literally just like an OST that she sang. But I think it helped me at least get into her. So it was a personal pick of just like, dang, this is a good singer, and this is not even her best work. So I was like, granted, I don't think she needed this drama to get famous. Like I don't know how
Sure.
much it helped her in her career. I think she was already on the up anyway. But
was this her first drama?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it did help her in her career because she ended up doing a ton of dramas. Should be on Viki. Yeah.
This is the opening of the show, the opening track.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
OST.
No, because they had the really cheesy Dream High with JYP whispering.
Okay.
I think it was just like a
Just
middle
for
song.
the track. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you guys mentioned kind of not really much to talk about with this one. It's sort of just a slow acoustic OST song for what it is. It's easy listening and enjoyable. Nothing too crazy or too out of the ordinary, but yeah, no complaints.
I do have to ask, so in terms of her like drama, like doing K dramas and obviously her musical career, has she always has she always done a song on a show that she's been a part of? Like has she always done like a like title or like song?
Has she?
That's what I'm
I don't know
curious
the
about.
OSTs for all of the things that she's done,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Gunky says
Let us
no.
know.
Youthful says no idea. So I was curious whether or not she winds up doing like a a title song for each show that she's a part of. That'd be cool. Cool. Gondo says Taeyeon did the iconic OST for Hotel de Luna. Ah, very nice, very nice. And Carmentini says, I don't think so. Okay, cool. Thanks, chat. Appreciate it. Hotel de Luna, I feel like, has been a highly contested one in our K drama Discord. So,
I will argue that Dream High is better.
ooh,
I haven't
And
seen
maybe
it. So
that's the nostalgia talking.
I haven't seen it, so I can't comment.
Yeah.
All I can say is that for me, I like less of like the high school dramas that is very popular in K dramas, and more of like the like
The ghost drama.
not specifically, but like the sci-fi-ish dramas, like the ones that
Oh
are a
yeah.
little, you know what I mean, like a little more like
Right.
out
Like
there.
sci-fi
horror,
based in the modern world.
yeah, or like horror K dramas,
Oh,
or
I love horror.
um. But yeah,
Crash Landing on You.
I would give this show a chance.
Cool, cool. All right.
I liked Itaewon Class a lot, and that's a little high
Oh, that was fun.
school-ish, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, but it's a little more adult.
Yeah.
LJ Anthony 10 says Hotel de Luna was actually how I discovered IU. It's so good.
Wow.
Very cool.
I think it's a fantastic show.
I discovered IU today.
I won't make any arguments on it being the best K drama because I haven't watched a lot, but I do think it is very palatable to somebody who's like looking to get into K dramas for sure.
I think for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'd say that.
let us know your best or favorite K drama. Let us know. Love to know.
Mine is probably 2521.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good one.
I don't think I've seen any K drama shows, so
Wow.
I don't
He doesn't
know
even know the tropes.
I don't know. I know zero.
He doesn't know to go to Subway.
I haven't even seen Squid Games.
I did see Squid Games. Yeah.
Oh, that's
basic. That's basically a K drama.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know if that counted.
Yeah, that counts.
I did see.
That was one that was like surprising that it blew up.
Yeah. And the only, well, I guess I don't even know if this is considered like a K drama as well either, but Parasite was very good too. That's more of a movie, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's
Korean movie.
kind of in the same lane, but either way, vastly off topic here. We are gonna get into the next IU track, which this one happens to be the Red Shoes. So very excited. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it. Oh man, you're right, Gunky. Strap in.
How long is it?
It's 8 minutes.
Oh my god.
Well, the last one had like 2 minutes of credit, so maybe that's it.
As long as it's not like a 3-minute break in the middle of the song.
Oh god.
I'll live.
맘대로 쭉 Oh my pink shoes Oh my 난 마음 잡고 제대로 you 야야 좀 더 빠르게 잃어버린 내 summer time 낯선 시간을 헤매이다 널 찾을까 아직 길은 멀었니 겁이 나면 나는 괜히 웃어 혹시 넌 나를 잊을까 너의 시간이 내게 멈춰 있길 바래 Slow the time Slow the time 옴빠름빠름 두비두비 옴빠름빠름 두비두바두 좀 더 빠르게 달려간다 다시
Ah, the tempo shooting. Huh. Little sax. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
That's it?
That's it? What the
Nope.
hell? Oh,
Wait,
is it?
wait. There was drums.
Oh, it's. I like her look with the suspenders. Great look.
Mr. Shoe. What a good actress. Look at that.
Well, now I'll be
We
able to
love
hear the
IU.
instrumentation better.
We love IU and her reverse harem.
Okay. Can we make this like a GIF?
Ah, what a
This would be great.
goofball.
We should. Anyway. Very nice. That was the Red Shoes from IU if you're joining us this evening. Very cool. Very cool.
Apologies, we missed a couple, like a single
Oh,
album, but I didn't find a music video, so that's
Uchi.
fine.
Uchi. I guess I'll go first. This gives very musical vibes, like a Broadway musical, which I am fully on board for. I also enjoy kind of the big band jazzy styling of this song. I think it suits her voice really well. I don't know at some parts if she's doing some like I guess it's like kind of in the same lane as like vocal ad libs, but like scatting kind of. Like I don't know if she's kind of doing that vocally, but
Is she?
that's what I thought, but I'm not 100% sure. It kind of sounded like it, but I'm not. Again,
I don't
have
know
no
if that's
idea.
what I would classify it as, but
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
But I will
Oh,
say
the Tashi or the
it
is
was like
that
kind
what
of
you're
like
talking about?
it was kind of like post chorus, like in
Oh,
that
okay.
just
Yeah.
before the like I
It sounded
that's
like part of the song.
it sounded like part of the song, but for whatever reason, that's where my thought process went to. So if it's incorrect, let me know. But I think musically, this was just a ball of fun. There's just something really enjoyable about it. I think the big band element, just the way that her voice kind of carries throughout this, is really nice. Um, I did really like the melody choice of that chorus. At first I was like, I don't know, but then once we got to the chorus the second time around, I was like, okay, I like this. This is get like maybe I just had to kind of like weigh on me a little bit, but um second go around I was like, this is a really fun chorus, and I think she chose some really unique melodies that I pretty much haven't heard from her as of yet. Um but yeah, this was just a really fun song. I think it really kind of highlights her just like more charming, fun nature, and I think this does a really great job of highlighting not only that in the music video, but I think even musically as well. And again, love the orchestral elements. I think she does a really great job of incorporating it where it doesn't feel like it's just like overboard. Like obviously I feel like it's a mainstay in what she does, but I think with each kind of new release that she has, there's always a way that she incorporates it in a such a uh in such a nice way. I appreciate that I appreciate the fact that it's just so she's so reliable in that sense. But as well as that, I loved like there was like some really great like saxophone in this song, as well as that just again the drumming in this song. Whoever did the drumming for the song, A1. There's some really great like drum movement in this song specifically, at least that I was able to kind of point out. But yeah, this is great. Love this.
That's basically the first thing I was gonna point out was the drums and percussion in this song are very interesting. They're very like upbeat, like a boom bap kind of
Mm.
beat the entire time, which is it makes sense, but I just thought it was an interesting choice, given the instrumentation of like the rest of the song. I like that the other instrumentation was a very like swing big band kind of style. I think that's fun. I don't think there's too many IU songs, at least that I'm aware of, that are in this style. Which I think is like a pretty. It's like nice. This kind of song for me is really nice as like a one off. Like I
Mm.
wouldn't like
Mm.
every IU song to sound like this, but it's nice when there's like one or two. You know.
Mm.
Um, Other than that, I really liked when we had that little like tempo, that like slight tempo increase towards the
Yeah.
end, where it kind of like it wasn't slight. I think it actually sounded like it doubled, but it was gradual. It wasn't just like an instant like tempo double time or anything. I thought that was cool. I just thought it was fun. Yeah,
It's
very
funny that
catchy.
you say that you wouldn't expect IU to have many songs like this, but she actually has a whole album like this.
Really?
Yeah, the Modern Time album. I wouldn't say it's
Wow.
all like big band-esque, but it is very much like period piece music, using a lot of
Hmm.
big band
Hmm.
and jazz instrumentals, using a lot of Spanish influence too.
Ooh,
And it's
okay.
oh, I love it. I actually really love this album, and I think it's because I was like figuring out who IU was at the time, and then I was also like, well, I don't know if the timeline of everything matches up, but when I was diving into her, this is one of the first of albums I found. But at the time, I was also really into Broadway music and like
Ah.
show tunes and
Yeah.
um, everything of that sort. So yeah, it was right up my alley then, and I think a lot of it has aged really well. I'd say. I think Havana is a pretty big one. I really like
Mm.
Obliviate, and Daydream. Daydream is
Ooh.
gorgeous, and it features Young Hyun, who I don't know a lot about, but I think is a trot singer.
Ooh. I checked out a
Let me
trot
double check
singer.
that.
I checked out a trot song on the Chaos stream the other night, so big fan.
Or
Uh
like a more traditional type singer.
Youthful said that one of the songs on this album features Jung Yoon from Shiny. So
Oh yeah, I really
very
like
cool.
that. I didn't put it together that it was Shiny Junghyun.
Very nice, very nice. Album includes K-pop, bossa nova, electronic, folk, jazz, Latin, pop, swing. So she really just said yes and did every genre. Love it. LJ Anthony 10 says, this song always reminds me so much of that moment in the 90s when swing came back and left, came back into the mainstream for like a year and a half. It managed to sound modern and very vintage at the same time. Very cool.
I can't find a ton on Young Hyun, but she was debuted as a singer in 1971. So that kind of shows you like where
Wow. That's crazy.
the arrows were playing into
That's so cool.
this album. It's a really cool one.
Gunky also said that IU will be playing Obliviate at the concert. It's a part of the hypnotic section. There
I'm
you
so
go.
excited.
I think you made Teresa's day, Gunky. But and then Shoop says, "Oh man, if we've opened up the trot floodgates, I'm gonna have to put some Hong Jin Young on the wheel. Hey, let's go.
I'm always down for some trot.
Yeah, I do.
It's fun. It's a fun time.
We checked out a fun one. Actually, let me see. I could probably find out exactly the one that we listened to the night. Unless I deleted it. Oh, Young Talk.
Oh,
Why are you
okay.
coming out? Why are you coming out there? Out from there. Sorry, can't even speak. Very nice. All right, cool. We'll keep it moving here. It looks like the next one that we have on the list here is 23.
Ooh, this is the moment when IU started taking more creative control and writing her own lyrics.
Ooh, okay. Very nice. All right, let's get into it. That hi-hat went crazy. Chadshire. Huh. Uh, all right. Cool. That was 23 by IU. If you're just joining us.
What a banger.
What a banger.
What a banger.
All right, I'll go first on this one.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
The song is important to me. It's the first IU song I ever heard. And I heard it as it was coming out. This is around the time I got into K-pop.
Hey.
So I remember it just like coming up in, I don't know, like a next up YouTube video or something. And like, to be honest, my exposure to K-pop at that time was not really that vast, and it was just a couple of like groups that were doing more like EDM stuff, and you know, it wasn't really like this side of K-pop or like IU's side of K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really interesting, and I never really, I remember liking it a lot, and only for like a while, I think, until she released not her next music video, but the one after. I never really went back to IU because I other than this song, because I was like, oh, this is a fun song, but I don't remember at that time liking any of like the other stuff, because I think I just couldn't really like appreciate it at that time, or I think like in my head I was just like, oh, K-pop, like associated it with like Big Bang and 4 Minute and like groups that were doing a lot of like very different ends of that. So this song I think is a cool representation for me of like expanding my horizons with K-pop a little bit, and like kind of opening the door into more stuff. So I have a lot of, I don't know, respect, I guess it's a good word for it, for this song. I also think that this song particularly feels like a little bit of a turning point in IU's sound and career.
Ooh,
I think this is definitely, I don't want to say it's like the most K-poppy thing she's done yet, but I think it is the most like general public friendly like K-pop thing she had done to this point. Whereas like you could play this for most people, and I feel like it, you know, no one's gonna hate it. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff to like about the song. I really like the funk guitar. There was a lot of really cool funk guitar strumming, but there was, I noticed in the verses they were using like a wah pedal, which is really cool. I thought it was cool. I thought there was some really nice bass grooves. There were some cool key arrangements, some like keyboard arrangements I thought were great. I think overall it's just a great song. I think it's one of the IU classics, and I think it definitely is good. It was like a good first introduction to IU, because I don't know that had it been like another one of her songs, if it would have like gotten my attention and like gotten my interest, or like made me want to look outside of like the small confines of the K-pop corner I was in.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So yeah, right time, right place. So yeah, I have a little bit of attachment to the song.
Therese, you want to go next?
Sure. I also have an attachment to this song because this was also like, I was pretty late when I was watching Dream High. I wasn't watching it until like 2014. So this was my like actual first saved IU song. And then like when I was like putting the things together, I'm like, oh wait, this is the same person in this drama, and she comes out with music, and I can listen to the music. And yeah, it was, I think Chatshire, or like Chatshire as an album, I wasn't as into as Modern Times, but 23 was one of my favorite songs of the time. It was so much fun. And honestly, I kind of like dropped off the face of K-pop Earth after this song. Like I just, you know, I was a casual fan. I wasn't a K-pop stan. I was just listening to whatever was thrown at me on Pandora or some shit. So like whatever happened after this, I don't know. And then BTS, and that's kind of like the journey I went through of like introduction and then sort of forgetting slash focusing on other things, usually anime, and then oh, all of a sudden I'm back in it, guys. I don't know what's going on ever, but it was fun. But I really like this song specifically. I think it's really cute, and I think it shows off a lot of personality that she tends to show. She definitely uses her acting chops in a lot of her music videos in this kind of like quirky way, and it's just cute.
I just gotta ask the question: where is IU running to? She's always running in all of her music videos. I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
girl is on the move, on the move. So
Yeah.
I
Where
love
is
that.
she running to?
Where is she
The
running
top.
to the top, baby. Let's go.
Running to the top.
I really enjoy this. I feel like Alex kind of took most of my points, which is totally fine. But I really liked I mean, obviously I feel like it's pretty biased, but I do really love the guitar in this song. I think it really kind of makes it a little bit more stand out to me. Um Guitar work actually kind of reminds me a lot of an artist called Corey Wong, if anybody's familiar. He is a part of a jazz group called Snarky Puppy. If you have not checked them out, they're fantastic. Go give them a listen. But in terms of like his guitar work, it was very reminiscent of that, which I love his guitar styling. So I feel like to me it was very like on par with things I enjoy. Um, but I also think musically as well, I think this was very fun, very light. I think she does a really great job at those like I guess this could kind of be kind of in the same lane as like a disco pop funk sort of song. You know, I think it kind of covers the basis of those like a good day type vibe, which is I think I would argue she excels at. And I think this is another good one to add to that sort of repertoire of just like fun, lighthearted tracks. I thought this music video was absolutely insane. They found out how to use a green screen, so super stoked for them. Um, Definitely, you're not gonna find weird clips if you go frame by frame, I'm sure, or maybe you will. I don't know, but I felt like this one was way like super polished, and I really appreciate that element of it. I also love that like the song starts off with this like hi-hat tap, and then like the way that they break into the groove at the beginning and just kind of have that sort of elementation. I thought that was really unique. And I really haven't heard that in I think any K-pop as of currently right now. So I thought that was really interesting, and again another way to kind of differentiate I think her songs in her catalog. And I think Yufa also mentioned this in the chat, but there was some like really interesting like panning going on in the back. There's a lot of like ear candy. That's like probably the best way I could describe the song. For those who haven't listened to it, is like this just has a ton of ear candy. There's a lot of cool like vocal like ad libs. I think just the way whoever produced this did a really great job of not only highlighting the band elements of this song, but I also feel like IU's voice as well. I think there was some really cool like panning moments and stuff that I think wouldn't have had the same sort of effect if it was like in another song. I think this is really was well antiquated to what I feel like IU does well in these more like upbeat fun tracks. So yeah, I was definitely about that. So this is I feel like I have maybe just a preference to the really like pop disco-y sort of stuff that she does. But I'm curious to see obviously once we get into part 2 on Thursday, I believe. I'm curious to see the like full gambit of what IU has to offer. So very, very stoked. But yeah, this one's high up on my list, I think, for sure. So great choice. Great choice.
Ear candy and a chewy song. It's like
A chewy song, yeah. I will
yeah,
say
it's
that.
like a chewy sour candy.
Or like a taffy.
Also, the album art is very like it kind of reminds me of Olivia Rodrigo Sour. So
Oh.
yeah, it's maybe that's where I'm also getting the relation.
I don't know. Maybe this is just like an just an out there thought, but for whatever reason, my brain was like thinking of like Russian roulette I think it's a Red Velvet song. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I don't know
Ooh,
why.
I could see
but,
that.
But like for whatever reason, my brain was like, I feel like you've heard this melody before, and I was like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, huh. But I feel like this one came before Russian Roulette. I'm pretty sure. So I would assume because this came out 8 years ago. I don't think Russian Roulette was out
2011 or 2014?
2014.
2015?
Yeah, 2015. So yeah, I think this predates Russian Roulette. So
I don't know.
potentially, I don't know. Let me know, chat. But either way, we're going to move on. This next one is Palette, and I don't know who it features. So
G-Dragon!
Hey, the
The
guy.
goat.
Yep.
The professor at the university now.
Yeah.
Wait, what? He's a
Professor
professor?
Dragon.
G-Dragon. Yeah, he's a professor.
Holy shit. Good for him. Big salutes. Thanks for watching, G-Dragon. Anyway, we're going to get into Palette.
Professor Dragon.
Oh,
to you.
sorry.
Professor Dragon.
Professor G, sorry.
Why does he sound like he belongs in Kung Fu Panda now?
Anyway, let's get into Palette. He's too busy being a professor, you fool. Ooh.
Iconic.
이상하게도 요즘엔 그냥 쉬운 게 좋아.
Do we have captions yet or no?
여전히 거리는
Oh, we got captions, baby. Let's go. We're cooking.
핫핑크보다 진한 보라색을 더 좋아해. 또 뭐더라 단추 있는 파자마 립스틱 좀 지고전 장난들 I like it. I'm 25 날 좋아하는 거 알아. Oh I got this. I'm truly fine. 이제 조금 말 것 같아 날. 긴 머리보다
That step up was so
반드시
tight.
자른 단발이 좋아. 하긴 그래도 좋은 날 부를 땐 참 예쁘더라. 왜 그럴까 조금 촌스러운 걸 좋아해. 그림보다 빼곡히 재본 팔레트 일기 잠들었던 시간들 I like it. I'm 25 날 미워하는 거 알아. Oh I got this. I'm truly fine. 이제 조금 말 것 같아 날.
어려서 모든 게 어려워 잔소리임을 서러워 꾸준만 듣던 저부지에 겨우 20곡에 넘어 기쁨도 잠시 어머 아프니까 웬 청춘이를 지은 아오빠는 말야 지금 막 서른인데 나는 절대로 안해 근데 막 어른이 돼 아직도 한참 모르는데 너보다 5살밖에 안 먹었는데 20, 30 안에 고맘때 right 때 애도 어른도 안해 나이 때 그저 나이 때 가장 찬란하게 빛이 나 어둠이 드리워질 때도 겁내지 마 너무 아름다워서
She's not 34,
꿈이
you're right.
활짝 서 언제나 사랑받는 날 Yo.
일기 잠들었던 시간들 I like it. I'm 25 날 좋아하는 거 알아. Oh I got this. I'm truly fine. 이제 조금 말 것 같아 난 칼날이만 I like it. I'm 25 날 미워하는 거 알아. Oh I got this. I'm truly fine. 이제 조금 말 것 같아 날.
Cute.
All right. That was IU's Palette featuring the GOAT, Professor G Dragon. Let's go.
And that song feels so short, but it's not.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think
Anyone
it's
else?
perfect length.
Hmm.
Oh
But
my
yes,
God.
she also has a talk show where she invites different idols on called Palette.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
It's so
It's-
good
I'm gonna have
too.
to watch
It's
it.
so good.
I'm gonna have
Like
to
a lot of
watch it.
idols have talk shows, and some of them are good. Hers is like
Hers is actually
Exceptional.
good.
actually,
And-
yeah, maybe
Okay.
the best.
Okay.
And she does little song exchanges with whoever she brings on. So they arrange her song for them to sing, and she will have arrangement of their song to sing.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
It's
so
good.
sick.
Cool
So
because they're so different.
good.
They're so different.
Oh.
Yes.
Her and her band like rearrange the stuff
Their
like in
band is
IU's
so
style.
good.
That's hard.
Oh,
So
That's hard.
pretty recent one she did was with New Jeans, and it was really good.
Oh.
it was so good. That's how she ended up with the collab with the
Oh.
Hayen.
Oh.
Yeah, worth a watch
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
have to check this out.
Yeah, go on a binge. Do
Yeah,
it.
I
worth
feel
it.
like
It's
I'm
really
gonna
fun.
be I'm gonna be on UFO squad. I'm gonna have to do it.
She's
but-
like
You guys can
the
do it
only
on some
two
Friday.
YouTube channels I watch now are IU and BTS,
what a surprise.
and then the occasional Solar.
I just watch Sulgi stuff. Shout out Sugi.
Oh, good one, good one.
She's great.
You guys are
Um,
missing out on Lee Young G.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's true,
I am
too.
missing out. You're right.
Yeah.
Lee Young G has the best show out there.
You're right. You're right.
She
I
just gets
gotta
every idol she can get her hands on. She just gets them drunk.
Okay.
And Bam
I'll have to
Bam.
watch it.
Bam Bam's is fun too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it. I guess I'll go first. This is like well in the pocket of what I like. This feels very like K R&B, and if you know me and you know what I like, this is well up that alley for sure. Oh my god, I'm gonna use her song reference, but like the palettes of like synth choices in this song. Oh, chef's kiss. They were so lush. They were great. I love it. Her voice, impeccable. The like falsetto, she's just got such a like a nice like warmth to it that is just like, oh, it's like just like a warm cup of like hot cocoa on a cold day, you know? She's got that type of vibe. And man, let me just tell you, the professor came today to teach, man. His rap verse was
He really did.
wonderful.
He's like, you young little baby.
Yeah. I thought that was great. And I also have to point out, I think a lot of people in chat had mentioned it, but just like her like positive affirmations to her younger self in the lyricism, in the verses. I thought that was just such a nice like tidbit, and I feel like it's gonna I think it's gonna remain really well in her discography of music, you know. I feel like she can go back and listen to it and just be so, you know, I feel like proud and accomplished of what she's created. And man, yeah, this is for sure my favorite song of tonight. 100%. I feel like unless there's a song that is gonna absolutely blow this out of the water, I feel like this one is like, IU knew what I liked, and IU said, you're gonna love this song, and I was like, all right, Chef IU, I got you, you know. So yeah, this is a 13 out of 10. Fantastic.
Well rated.
I could give it higher, but
Did you want to go next, Alex?
No, you can go.
I love this song. It was definitely a late find as I was in my hole of non-K-pop. But I really do love this one. I think it's like you said, it's like a warm hug. It's so comforting, and you can call me a fake fan, but I don't always read the lyrics to IU songs. I'm too busy soaking in her vocals. So this was a first time read, or a first time paying attention read to me. And I think it's just, you can tell like she's going with a trend of her age, and having her age be the theme of whatever release she's doing that year. And in this case, being 25, figuring out who you are,
Mm.
understanding what you like is so relatable. Like if you
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
there yet, you will be. And you might not have everything figured out, but you at least feel like you know who you are. That was my experience. And it was very well said in her little verse, and very well said by G Dragon to be like, I'm 30, I'm still learning stuff about me.
Yeah.
Which I also wanted to ask, I think she's still using the Korean age system, which is like 2 years less than the American age system here. But yeah, you can okay. Yeah. But I feel like it's still relatable in a way. 2 years more. Right, right. So she's actually 23-ish. Okay. I think it's still relatable. Once you get past 21, each year is like 6 months, you know? Time moves shorter. Time moves faster, and it just doesn't feel like you've aged at all.
Oh my god.
And once you hit 30, you just wish time would stop.
Yep. Facts.
I'm
Altogether.
over here with my style icons, Fran Drescher and the fairy godmother from Shrek 2. I'm so ready. I came in hot on 30.
30 is not
I-
equal death, you fool. How dare you?
Feels like it.
Oh, God.
I pretty much was gonna. I'll just agree basically with what Therese said about like the lyrics and the kind of coming of age and a little bit of like reflection and stuff on adulthood and stuff. I think the vibes are good. I think G Dragon did a very good feature that lent and added to the song's lyrics and meaning, which is always good. When the feature doesn't feel like phoned in or irrelevant. So great feature from G Dragon. Hope he's teaching a great class right now.
Stop watching this. Go take your notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The song, instrumentally or on its own, I agree. It is very like R&B-ish, easy listening. A lot of vocal harmonies going on that are very nice. A lot of like falsetto. It's just a very easy, palatable song. You know what I'm saying? Get me?
Hey, I'm feeling it. I'm picking
Thank
up
you.
what you're putting down.
Hey, we're 30.
Yeah, hey,
We might as well be in the gray.
All right.
Everyone
I'll take
in
my
chat
leave.
say
I'll
everyone.
take
All right,
take
see
my
you guys
leave.
later. All right.
Peace out.
Rip all the 30-plus-year-olds here. I'll miss you dearly.
No. God, man.
So funny.
Oh man, that was great. Well, I don't think we could have ended this song on a more appropriate note. So, very cool. Alex was correct. She was born on May 16th of 1993. So, I am 2 months older than IU, which is wild because I look about 5 years older than IU. So cool. Anyway, that's we're gonna keep it moving here. The next one is BBIBBI.
Beep beep.
BB. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right, cool. Let's go. Hungy says, "I love the lyrics and meaning. I love how she calls certain people stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, factual. So
yeah.
cool. Let's go.
Sassy IU.
Hey, respect." Oh, okay.
하벨 인사해 어둘까봐 없이 시작해요 서른 없이 진심은 사양할게요 back off 이대로 좋아요
Am I gonna keep my words?
It's me 나예요 다를 거 없이 요즘엔 뭔가요 내 갓에 탐색하는 불빛 Scanner 오늘은 몇 점일까요 was jealous 쟤는 대체 왜 저런 옷을 좋아한담 기분을 알 수 없는 저 표정은 뭐람 내가 달라진 건 아마 스트레스 때문인가 걱정 여자도 참 Yellow CARD 이 선 넘으면 침범이야 beep 매너는 여기까지 is my Please skip the lie Hello stupid ID 그 선 넘으면 정색이야 beep Stop it 거리 유지해 cause we don't know Come on we don't anything I don't care
That was cool.
당신의 비밀이 뭔지 저마다의 사정력 정중히 사양할게요 Not my business 이대로 좋아요 Talk less Still me 너의 오늘 날거 없이 I'm sure you're gonna say my gosh 바빠지는 눈빛 Checking 매일 틀린 그림 찾기 Hashtagging 꼿꼿하게 걷다가 삐끗 넘어질라 다들 수긍되는 걸 자기는 하나 몰라 여기서 말이 많은 게를 어울린다나 문제야 자꾸 참 Yellow CARD 이 선 넘으면 침범이야 beep 매너는 여기까지 is my Please skip the lie Hello stupid ID 그 선 넘으면 정색이야 beep Stop it 거리 유지해 cause we don't know Come on we don't anything 편하게 하지마 어거기 너뭘 알아들어 에이 아직 모를걸 내 말 틀려 또 나만 나빠 깜빡이 켜 교양이 없어 knock 또 상대 안에 block 잘 모르겠으면 이제 좀 와워 babe repeat 참 쉽지 right Yellow CARD 이 선 넘으면 침범이야 beep 매너는 여기까지 is my Please skip the lie Hello stupid ID 그 선 넘으면 정색이야 beep Stop it 거리 유지해 cause we don't know Come on we don't anything
Cute.
Oh. All right. That was YOU&I. Very cool. We'd love to see it.
That was the last song we had in the playlist.
Oh no.
Damn. Big suck. You have to join us for part
today.
2.
For today. We will continue on Thursday.
Yeah, it's like a Dragon Ball Z ending. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the gang listened to BB.
And IU called us stupid, so we all went home.
What an interesting, yeah.
And we all said yeah.
Oh, he said yeah.
We all said yeah.
You said yeah. You right.
Well, it's a good place to end because we're ending right before my favorite IU song of all time. The
You're gonna be
perfect
so happy.
cliffhanger.
Damn.
But we're ending on one of my favorite IU songs.
Oh,
I feel like this has to be towards the top of like everybody's favorite IU songs, right? It's like an iconic,
It has to be.
right? It's
If
just
it's
an
not,
iconic
it is
song.
now.
Right.
is now.
if it's not, say it is.
Say it now. Say it into the
Help.
camera.
Yeah. Help me out. Validate me real quick. No, I feel like this is another, like, palette was different in the same sense that like this is different, where it's like still it's still K-pop, but it's like a different interpolation of K-pop, kind of like I don't know. It just feels like it's a little bit of a different. It feels like a genre or a sound that like only IU was doing maybe at the time,
Okay. Okay.
and only IU can do to this level success. Where
Yes.
it's like not only like light and easy listening and playful, but it's also like really good vocals and really nicely written like jazz instrumentals and
Yeah. Oh my
really
god.
like beautifully written keyboard parts, and some of it's not even really singing, some of it's just like playful like talking, kind of like I don't know, not like rapping, but it's like, you know, kind of just her like talking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is cool because I think there are some, I don't want to say misconceptions, but I think a lot of people would think like, oh, IU a ballad, IU a really sentimental song is coming out, and then she just drops like fun little like, you know,
Yeah.
a fun little light song like this. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think this is probably in my top. I was gonna say top 3. I'm gonna say top 5 IU songs.
Ooh.
Just
Ooh.
to
Very
just
good.
to leave it open because you know,
You got
I
it.
know I'm forgetting. I know I'm forgetting some, but I'm gonna say this is my top 5.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Therese, you want to go next? I'll
Yeah.
close it out.
Yeah. And then I want to go over the playlist for Thursday.
Ooh.
But BBIBBI, it's very cute. I think the aesthetics are immaculate. Like
Mm.
the absolute color. I think she does color very well. She was pastel. She was the
Yeah.
beginning. She invented pastel.
Okay. I don't know about
And
that.
she did. I saw it. I saw her invent it.
Okay.
And it's just beautiful. Every single aspect of this music video, all of the little scenes she's in, having her color that little football field. Um, you said, "Let there be color," and color was made. Yes.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Queen, let's get it. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have much to say on the song itself because it is just very simple. And I think you're right, Alex. I think it's something that only she is able to do with a certain level of success, because this could absolutely be a similar sound to like some alt pop artist that has 2,000 listeners on Spotify. But the fact that IU did it is iconic. And nothing
Factual.
against like anyone that's doing these kinds of sounds. I think she's able to bring to light a lot of the mix of R&B
Mm.
into pop culture. Um, and that's something we all need at one point in our lives.
I will piggyback off that. I feel like the thing that I was trying to like at least pick up on was the wordplay. I feel like the way that she kind of
Yeah.
like stylized some of the lyrics, I think was really, really well, like with the highest of sniper precision. I feel like there was some really cool like wordplay that I enjoyed a lot, and I was like, I made kind of faces. I was like, that's cool. I like that. I like the way she went about it. I will agree with Alex. It has like a jazzy alt R&B flavor to it. More specifically, I think actually in like the synth choices, like I think there was this one riff that I really appreciated. There was like almost like a descending like seventh like major or minor chordage that I thought was really nice, and that's typically used in a lot of like jazz, like more specifically like jazz soul sort of styling of music. So I really appreciate that as someone who uses a lot of jazz chords. I thought that was really, really nice. Um, as well as that, I think her vocals were like really light and lush. I think there was something about like the way that they stylized her vocals in this song that I really appreciated. I don't know if whether or not it was maybe just like a touch more reverb, or like the way that she kind of like enunciated certain things. I think maybe kind of obviously made that pop a little bit more. Um, but I felt like what I was listening to, and I'm glad we closed out on this one, was just like how effortless she is as an artist. Like there's just something special about the way that I think she does vocals, whether it's in the aspect of her doing like more ballad type songs or like doing something more on the lines of this like alt pop, a little bit R&B styling, that she's kind of like a chameleon, the way that she can kind of change her vocal styling. And like I think it's, to me, really impressive as someone who is trying to get into singing, that to be so versatile in that way, where you're like, you can expect a IU ballad, make your eyes tear up song where she is just belting out these crazy notes, but then have a song like this where if you really are listening to how her vocals shine in this song, like you can pick up on some of the more like subtleties of her voice, in terms of like if she has like a little bit of like warmth to it, or like a little bit of like rasp, or like even in the falsetto it has like this sort of wispy quality to it, that I think I really appreciate her as, again, as a soloist, and the way that she's kind of able to change up the way that she does things depending upon obviously the song that she is given. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I think obviously tapping into kind of the first set of songs from IU obviously has changed so much in that in that span of time, from like literally the first song, which we thought was the most odd music video, Lost Child, to now getting into BB. I thought it was very very, very interesting. So to me, I'm gonna be very excited to get into part 2, because I feel like that's ballad central. That's where we're gonna get into some maybe weeping of me. So I'm I'm excited to cry, which I would never said before, but I probably will.
Yeah, I'll go over the playlist that we have lined up for Thursday.
Hey,
I actually asked our Discord server. We have a Discord, by the way.
yeah,
I posted the full playlist of Monday and Thursday
let's
together
go.
to get some feedback. And obviously, these are not all of the IU songs, but I wanted to highlight either her most iconic, her title tracks, all of the ones that honestly I felt were major to her career. I, as a fan, I'm just one person, obviously. But these are the songs that I have listed. The next one we're going to start with is Above the Time from the Love album. Then Blooming, then Love Poem Live, then 8, then Lilac, Coin, Nakka, AKMU, Strawberry Moon, and then we're going to get into her most recent album, which I included Hoshi, Shopper, Love Wins All, and the final song that we'll listen to is My Sea Live from her Golden Hour tour.
Ooh, okay.
So, very exciting. What's the question?
I was gonna ask, are we gonna get into this any of the songs that she has done with BTS?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna keep everything a secret from Brandon.
That's fine. That's fine. I just want to know if that's what we're gonna be doing in part 2. Okay, cool. Very exciting.
I did think about Celebrity. I don't want to include Celebrity just because I feel like everyone has heard it in the H Mart 5,000 times.
I have not heard it in the H Mart 5,000 times, so.
No, you haven't.
I.
Oh,
I'd have to take something off, is the problem.
give it to me.
How many-
give it
how
to
So
me
many-
in a
which one
canister.
are
Wait,
we
how
willing to cut?
Wait, how many songs are on the next playlist?
12. We did 11 today.
Oh, wow. Okay. Jeez.
This is the tough part. This is
That's
the tough
just-
part. I wish I could include every song. I can take off AKMU. I really love the Nakka song, but I could take off the AKMU Nakka
Oh.
because that's technically not her song. She's a feature on it. It's a really good song though.
Oh. Poor shoot. She. Oh man.
Whatever you think.
Okay. We'll
I
take
won't.
off
I won't
AKMU.
complain. I won't complain either way. I would say just add it. YOLO. Let's just do a 13.
Oh my god.
Ooh, let's go.
I don't have the stamina for that.
Okay, fair enough.
It's all right. We'll power through them, Therese.
No,
strong arm.
I removed AKMU. We'll do an AKMU deep dive at another point, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Celebrity moving up to. Oops.
God doesn't do it tonight, so we can do 12 and 12.
If you want.
I mean,
you guys like AKMU or
AKMU deep dive would be great. Okay, everyone's saying just do the AKMU.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's watch AKMU now.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Love
It's
wins
just
all.
such a good song. Yes, AKMU, and then Nakka is the name of the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. The first one.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it. Oh wait, I didn't share. Sorry.
I did list 8. Yes.
Don't worry, guys. I switched it over.
Very good, Brandon.
I'm learning. The earth is healing.
말했잖아 언젠가 이런 날이 온다면 난 널 혼자 내버려 두지 않을 거라고 죄다 낭떠러져 봐 예상했던 것보다 더 아플지도
This synth is
모르지만
fun.
내 손을 잡으면 하늘을 나는 정도 그 이상도 느낄 수 있을까
More mazes.
눈 딱 감고 나가 믿던 내 눈 딱 감고 나가 눈 딱 감고 나가 믿던 내 눈 딱 감고 나가
춥도와도 로스ትን 뜨거운 불구덩이든 말했잖아 언젠가 그런 날에 난 널 떠나지 않겠다고
죄다 땅 떨어져 봐 예상했던 것보다 더 아플지도 모르지만 내 눈을 본다면 밤하늘에 별이 되는 기분을 느낄 수 있을 거야
I like that like breakbeat drum section.
하나 둘 셋 손 딱 잡고 나가 셋하면 뛰어나가 하나 둘 셋 손 딱 잡고 나가 Show our love 보여주자 웃을 준비 끝내 그들에게
늘만 감들이지 못해
감고 나가 믿던 날난 딱 감고 나가 셋하면 뛰어나가 하나 둘 셋 손 딱 잡고 나가
You could say that man is Ed flying. These synths are raw. I love it. Woo!
Okay.
All right. I don't know anything about AKMU, but they got a new fan now.
It's a brother sister duo.
Yep. Under
Idol
YG,
duo.
believe it or not.
Wait, YG? Oh shit. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But they write their own music, so you don't get
Hey.
any festival
go.
ending Teddy.
Let's go. Let's
Teddy's
Oh,
got
this
on
is
them.
missing a festival ending. Ah,
Guys,
damn.
Yeah.
I know who Teddy is now. If you haven't been joining me recently, I know who Teddy is.
Oh
I've
my,
seen him
we
with
miss
my own
so
eyes.
much on your solo streams.
Yeah, I've seen him with my
Yeah.
own eyes.
It took 40 hours of watching a show for a group produced by Teddy to see Teddy's face for like 4 minutes while he's wearing a mask.
Yeah, I saw it with my own eye holes. I was stoked.
Oh, gotcha.
Crazy. Well, I don't know if we'll get into AKMU deep dive, but
I hope so.
You
maybe.
probably could. I think it's worthwhile. They're very, very good, very talented.
This was fantastic. This is like really fun synth like electro pop, which again, I don't think this song could be more textured. There's just so much texture in this song that I really liked. Synth choices on point. Vocals were really fun. I especially like that. I think the first verse was done by the female, and then obviously the second verse was done by the male. But then I think in the third verse there was like, I think they were harmonizing, which I really appreciated. That was really, really sick. But man, this was not only like a musical treat, but also a visual treat. This was like an insane music video. I really liked the concept of it. It was really fun. The only thing I couldn't notice, I don't know where IU came in the terms of the feature. That was like the one thing that I think I wasn't able to discern very easily. So
She definitely had at least one verse, but I think she was really well layered in because I heard her in parts of the chorus sometimes.
yes, there was bits and pieces that I heard, but I thought for sure she would have gotten like maybe a section. So it's probably the only other thing, but otherwise, like a 12 out of 10 song. Great track. I'm definitely gonna go listen to this song a bunch and not get spoiled by anything else.
I'll go, I guess.
Sorry.
This is fully. This is like back massager song. Like
Wait,
there's
okay.
there's so much texture in it that it's like vibrating the hell out of me, you know? Especially in that chorus. What, did I lose it? Is that not what it sounds like?
I am just always floored by your descriptors for songs. Like I feel like I've
okay,
heard it
better-
all from you trees, but then you break out the fucking gauntlet of wordage to use for a song.
better use
it Quaunchy?
of metaphor. Better use of metaphor. This is a car wash song. Like the perfect song to listen to in the car wash, you know? Does that make more sense or less?
I feel like this song, to me at least, is like one that you would just like have the top down on a convertible and just be cruising the city.
But it will vibrate the entire frame of the vehicle. Like you
That's
would not
fine.
be able to listen to this in a Tesla because it'd just fall apart with its aluminum ass.
That's so specific.
You know, this is like a Toyota Tacoma song.
No, a Toyota Tacoma song is a country song.
No. We're talking about materiality. We're talking about American steel. Toyota's not.
Wait.
American,
But Toyota's not American.
Anyway, it shakes your whole spirit. This song. Honda Civic. How dare you?
Wow.
This song is perfect. In every way.
Oh my god.
Um,
Shoop's on your team though.
That's all I was trying to say. It's a really good, really well textured song.
Yeah, don't hate on Hondas, all right? Barbie
No.
can hear you all the way back there.
My takeaway from this song is that, man, I wish I had listened to this more than like the one time I heard it when it came out. Because it's a very very cute,
I'll just
very
put it
cute
What
back
is
Honda,
up here.
this?
very
Oh,
cute Honda Carby.
It's Carby. Just like my tattoo. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
Here you go. We'll put him here. All right. Anyway, continue.
very cool.
Sorry.
That just makes me think, what was I doing when this song came out? Why didn't I listen to it more? It's very good. It's very I think textured was a good word to describe it. It is very, I don't know, sonically pleasing, well produced, I think. I was looking at why I was distracted. I was looking at a lyric breakdown,
Oh, cool.
like assignment, like to see like who was doing what where, and
Yes,
why
tell us.
I use parts seemed like why it was hard to differentiate some of their parts is because
Sure,
like
sure.
I think they both have. What's funny is I don't think they sound similar, but I think at all. I think they both are very distinctively unique voices, and they're very different sounding from each other on their own. But something about how they're mixed in this song makes them blend a lot. And what doesn't help that is they are blended a lot in this
I was
song.
gonna
So
say,
there
yeah.
are parts of the choruses and parts of the verses where they're switching back and forth or singing together at the same time. And it's very hard to discern who is who when they're blended so much. So
We
IU
are IU.
is so IU is in the song quite a lot, but it's scattered. It's not just a verse, or it's not just the choruses. It's all over, and it's mixed in with Suhyun.
I respect that artistic decision.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a fun song.
There we go. I also want to give a shout outs to Shoop. As someone with synesthesia, I sympathize with Therese and her and her impossible to understand metaphors. They also said that this song is so midnight purple it hurts. I feel that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very Midnight Purple.
Very nice. Very nice. We love this. So anyway, thanks for dealing with us tonight. We love it. Gunky says, Brendan, I have a fun idea for your next Chaos stream. Start off with 5 IU songs. I can help you pick the songs. There are so many of hers that I want you to hear. That is a very good possibility. So maybe we'll put it in the IU discussion page, and you can let me know, vote on which 5 songs you would like me to check out from IU's discography. Obviously, post part 2. So come hang out. Come join us in Discord if you have not already joined us. Very fun community. We love it. If you are watching this on YouTube, cool. I don't know if all of these songs are going to make it onto YouTube. So if you would like to watch the full unadulterated episode, then you can go check out our Patreon. We made it as bone cheap as possible. So you can go check it out for $1. $1. So come do that if you want to watch the full not cut up video. And yeah, we'll be doing part 2, I believe, on Thursday. So come hang out for that. It'd be very, very sick. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked for the latter half of IU.
$1 can help you feed a Brandon.
Yeah.
Not just me. It's both Therese and Alex.
I just posted the Discord link. If you're not a part of it already, it's pinned in our chat. You can find it there. Come join, hang out. I guess I will elaborate on our upcoming immediate / short-term future plans a little bit. We have IU part 2, and then probably some variety stuff. I think Therese is traveling a little bit, right?
I'm going to see IU.
Yeah.
Right. Somewhere in the mix there's going to be Oh My Girl. Whether it's before, whether it's before or after, it's divided into 2. Oh My Girl is going to be next.
Yeah.
And then next month is going to be Blackpink. It's probably going to be like 3 or 4 streams, I think.
Nice, 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 nice.
That's gonna be
Damn.
for their anniversary. Got that all set up. That'll be cool. And then I have decided, I talked to Brandon about this yesterday, but I've decided that we are going to, and this is Teresa's first time hearing about it. Sorry, Therese. But we are going to do a Luna.
Oh boy.
Finally, after not knowing how to work around all the Luna BlackBerry creative issues, I think what we're settling on is we're just going to do everything on Twitch, and we're going to cut out all the music videos for the YouTube re-uploads and then leave them all in for the Patreon stuff. So if you want to watch the Luna stuff, it's only going to be on Twitch and Patreon with the videos in it. So we're going to cut it out for YouTube so that no money goes to BlackBerry Creative. I think that is like the most ethical and non-supporting of BlackBerry Creative way we can do it. It'll probably be a pretty lengthy series, maybe like 4 to 5 streams.
Oh my.
I have a very close friend of mine that is a like Luna diehard orbit. Like he knows everything. So I am reaching out to him for some basically like timeline help, information, all that kind of stuff. He's basically like gonna do a whole like doc prep thing with me. So we're gonna do it right, I think.
Very stoked. Very stoked. And I'd
Yeah, because we're
also
missing out so much from Luna because now that they all have new groups and solo activities and stuff that we can't really get into because you don't know the context of Luna, and there's so much. I mean, to just like give you an idea, they each had a solo debut for an entire year before the group even debuted.
Oof.
So before you get to even hear a Luna song, you have to listen to 12 solo debuts. So it's going to be a while.
Oh my God.
You have to?
Yes, you have to.
We have to. Oh man. All right. Respect. I'd also
you don't
like
have to, but I think you get flamed if you don't.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'd also like to petition for us to do a K band again because shout outs to Kaylee and everyone in chat. I would like to be able to try to do some more K band stuff because we've been doing like some Lucy stuff. We've been doing a little bit of end flying stuff. Maybe it might.
Yeah,
just
you
be
can't be checking them out before we do the deep
well,
dive.
not the title songs. We're listening to like B-sides and stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not
Then
doing. Yeah, Kaylee has been gracious in not doing the title songs. She would get she'd get a slap on the wrist.
You guys know better.
Yeah. Chad knows. But yeah. So I'd love to dive into a K band hopefully soon. Yeah. Very excited. I did see in my YouTube timeline that Extraordinary Heroes has a new song out. So.
And it's good. I've been keeping tabs on them because I still think they're too new for a deep dive. Like they don't have a lot of discography yet. They've only just like debuted recently.
Okay.
But I do think End Flying is worth it. Lucy is worth it. They're all worth it. They just have larger discographies.
I just want to say Juan saying is cooking. That man knows how to bass. Tell you what. He's crazy. So yeah, that's my petition here. If you are watching this and you are a K-band fan, let us know in comments or whatever. So very cool. That is it. You want to keep in the know, join the Discord. That is the best way where we keep all that information live and ready. So yeah, very stoked, very excited. Thanks for joining. Again, Thursday at 8 p.m. is when we're going to be doing the next IU stream. So if you miss out, join the Patreon, join whatever. Come hang out with us in Discord and have a good night, day, wherever you're at. Is a pleasure, and we'll see you Thursday, hopefully.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.